Hello? Oh, you can't see me? Oh, baby. Y'all know what time it is? I'm here. Hello? We got some events. Gaming events. In T-minus 10 seconds. New Call of Duty. Warzone. Warzone 2, motherfuckers. Alright. Here we go. Here we go.
We're a team.
Damn.
All of us. Let's go get him.
It's on. What up, what up, what up? Hello, hello, hello.
Squirrel baby said, hell yet, I just put on this stream then got the note that you're streaming it.
You get it, dude. You get it, I'm here. Warzone 2.0, Warzone on mobile, finally. I've been waiting.
These guys on the ground, they are your brothers now.
Yes, sir.
And this is only the beginning. Shit. Champions League? $100,000 solo tournaments? Same. I didn't even know this was happening today.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my god, look at all the ring lights.
Welcome to Call of Duty.
Said,
I am Johanna
Warzone Mobile
Ferris,
been a
the general
thing.
manager of Call of Duty, and I am thrilled to help kick off a truly significant
Oh, it
moment,
is out?
not only for
I thought it was
the
just
highly
PUBG.
anticipated
I didn't know they
upcoming
actually,
release of Modern Warfare 2,
fully did it.
but a very significant moment for the future of the entire
Squirrel
Call of Duty
baby
franchise. You
said,
see, over the last several years,
I
we've
was just
experienced
playing on the
explosive and
electric
dynamic
truck
growth,
on my homie's
and we've
phone
learned a
using
ton
his
along the
Xbox
way.
Elite controller.
And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a
Oh, that's
wholly
sick.
new,
What a great day to
elevated
be
player
playing
experience.
Call of Duty Mobile.
One focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation.
Look at that person
but
in the
also
background.
state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty
I'll do it
community
again,
than ever
guy.
before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big
baby
news. But
said,
it's just the first chapter of the very bold,
LMAO WTF, those
long-term
people.
vision that we carry
Squirrel
to take
baby
Call of Duty to even higher
said,
heights in the years to come.
baby girl can
Ultimately,
get.
though, we know that you, our players and fans around the world, will be the judge of all that. And it's why we
She
are
got
thrilled
pretty
to be
skin.
doing this
I don't
on
like
the
that
eve
makeup
of
on
our
her
Modern
face,
Warfare
though.
2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and creators in all of gaming. They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself.
But
So
you were
let's
playing
get right into
Warzone
it.
Mobile?
It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce, alongside me, Patrick Kelly, co-studio head of Infinity Ward
Squirrel
and the
baby
executive creative director of
said,
Call of Duty. Pat,
Is that
Well, maybe
Ninja?
we were just playing
Thank you,
Modern
Johanna.
Warfare on his phone.
It's so exciting
Yeah.
to be here with
Warzone
all
might
of you.
not be on there.
It's definitely
It's been
not.
such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise,
It's still cool. You're just
I always
playing
get
Modern
asked
Warfare,
by
though.
people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on?
Look at all the. I think they're literally all
We worked on
streaming.
improving and innovating
I
on
wonder if it's
every area
all.
of the game.
They're all streaming on Twitch.
Squirrel
it always
baby
comes back to gameplay.
said,
Gameplay is king.
It's
But
so
I could
weird
go
they
on
are
and
all
on.
just sitting there watching
Things like
the
third
stream with
person,
ring lights
things like what we
WTF.
innovated in the space of
It's
Battle
weird.
Royale. We've got an all-new mode in DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all
Everyone
the
is
games.
streaming the
It
event.
just goes on and on.
This is no longer
you know
the cool
what?
thing to
It all
do. I
comes back
waited
to
too
one
long
thing.
in my life.
It comes back to
If I
fun.
would have started streaming these
Everything we do
events
is in the service
when I
of
thought
fun.
it was
Whether
cool.
you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether
God
you
damn
are
it.
Squirrel
somebody
baby
who likes to play with your friends
said,
or you like to play alone,
AIU
wherever you played, be it on console or PC or mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer,
A
we've
camper
tried to
or a
think about
slayer.
fun for you.
God damn
And
it.
hopefully today
Why would
you're
you
gonna see
try
that
to appease to the
and
campers?
Play that, and
Oh my
fun is what
God.
you come away with.
Absolutely.
This is
You
horrid.
know, fun is definitely what
Said,
we're going to be heavily focused
I
on.
would never watch
And I'm
anyone
particularly
stream
excited about some of the
something like
social
this
features
except
that
you.
are coming as part
Love
of this
that.
launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to
God,
be instances
man.
where players will interact not only with their own squads,
Oh,
but
if
may
I
even
was
have
just
to work together
smart
with other players in
and did
unexpected
this
and
shit
pretty
a
fresh
long
ways.
time ago like
We've
I
already
wanted
seen
to.
some hilarious
Oh, it makes me
interactions,
so
in fact,
angry.
during play sessions.
I'm such a
and
bitch.
I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time.
Jesus.
Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh my
Oh wow. So
Jesus.
we've completely innovated in the area
Okay.
of connecting you, the
done.
player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes, right? So connecting the camera to your body. We've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun. Again, with some sophisticated
physics.
inverse kinematics.
We
connected
did
the
inverse
gun
kinematics.
with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel.
Look at
There's
these
no disconnect
streamers.
there. And that's
Are y'all sitting there
before I even get into
talking
what we've
right now
done
too?
with the new
They are.
gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're gonna play
Sitting
it,
there
and I hope you love it
articulating.
like we do.
All right, well, we've taken up enough time, but before they kick us off,
Damn,
the
is this an
stage,
Xbox
can we tell them about
event?
raids?
Yes, thank you. So with
agreed.
the beginning of Modern
Squirrel
Warfare
baby
2, and then shortly after that,
Somebody's up
Warzone
there.
What is he
2.0,
talking
and then very
about?
shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're going to release a raid in Call of Duty.
He's talking about that
It's a very
next
different kind of gameplay.
gen.
It's very intense.
Next.
We think it's very fun. And we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore
Give
players
it to
out
me.
there.
Baby.
I heard so many of
Said,
you talk about what
"Have they
what
ever
kinds of
done one of
gameplay
these?"
challenges can you give us beyond just winning? Which, anyway, I won't go off
Squirrel
on that.
baby.
But we've got a
Said,
whole series
"Will you
of
turn the stream
quests
up
and gameplay
slightly?"
challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone, or you hit different milestones that you'll have an.
Uh-oh. What
When
the?
I say
Oh.
everyone
Stop!
in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
It's a little better.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
Oh shit. Okay, let's go. I was gonna fuck with some volume there. That should be good though.
Sun and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army, but we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
Oh my god. They are fucking
Squirrel
up
baby.
so bad.
Said, WTF, why don't they just release a new game, Jesus? How is an MWF2 multiplayer trailer new?
Locate the prisoners and move them to extraction.
Enemies above.
Whoa.
Field charge.
Whoa! Couldn't do that before.
You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
I'm gonna get copyright struck so hard. God damn it. Whoa! Oh, whoa! Can't do that. Welcome to the United States.
Take him out.
It's cool.
Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this.
The world is a vampire.
5 people.
They're behind us. Shot stick out.
Shock stick, baby.
Enemy healer.
Damn, you just.
Squirrel baby.
Cool, it's cool.
Said, killing Mexies at the border. Classy.
Third person? What? Oh my god, it's PUBG! What? I like the dropping of the tank.
Check mark 6. Check mark 6.
I'm on my way.
The world is a vampire.
Pre-order now and get early access
That was
to the
so
open beta.
confusing because I don't know what was Warzone and what wasn't exactly.
We got intel reports.
Wait, this is the
about
same
the
trailer.
cartel.
They're playing the same thing.
Terrorist cells all over the globe.
Maybe they just want us to actually be able to see the full trailer this time.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army. But we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
Dude. I swear this is the same trailer. Maybe not, maybe
Squirrel
not.
baby. Said. Was he saying the world is a vampire?
Yeah. Something, it's still just a rat in the cave. The world is a vampire. Dude, they're literally showing the same trailer.
Eyes on the hostage.
You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
Sniper, find cover. Keep going.
Gotcha.
Despite all my
Squirrel
rage,
baby.
I'm still just a rat in a
LMAO,
cave.
why can't these Megatech geniuses ever do a live event right?
Take him out.
It's literally the same trailer. Oh my god.
Get ready, team.
They need me.
I've never seen a war
That's
zone
what's
like this.
missing. I'm the fucking guy. God damn it, dude.
They're behind us. Stop, stick out. Enemy healer.
What are people saying? Boring! Where are the vampires? R6 Battlefield and COD in one game. Decoy L, big L. Looks the same as it has done for many years now. Not that it looks really bad, but isn't it time to update their graphics engine by now?
Check box 6. Check box 6.
I'm on my way.
Because of money, they use their own proprietary in-house engine. They don't want to use Unreal.
And get early access to the
They
open
don't want
beta.
none of that shit.
And there we go, Call of Duty fans. The trailer's so nice. We ran it twice. It is all there. Everything that makes this franchise so special. We are incredibly excited to be here today. And after that, quite frankly, how can you not be? My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited.
He made it all
be here
better.
with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly. But before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for
All that
Infinity Ward,
staff.
as well as Joe Seeker over the on-air, Jeff Smith, multiplayer
Nobody
design
up there in
directors
them
here at
stands.
Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy.
This guy makes
Steph.
me
Let's
feel
stay
weird.
high level. What went into
Keeps
the
looking
creation
at
of the
me.
game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone. And it's really been the result of
Eric
3
Snowden's
years of hard
daughter.
work, at
She's not allowed to be
IW
here.
And our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home. The community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is.
Wow.
And it's a dialogue that we
I gotta
hope
go to
to
work.
continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience.
This is making
and,
me happy, though.
People
At
like
least I
Jeff and
get
Joe here, who I
some
am
video
honored
games
to work
before I
with,
gotta go
and
to
their
work today.
experience on this franchise. We're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, well, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about. And let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, friends, juicy details.
Juicy.
Sure. I mean, you know, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. You know, what do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods. One of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors.
I wonder what those tech staff are for.
Play styles.
And your computer not working.
That can kind of change during a match, but behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into three
did your ring light go out?
We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a little overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So that we're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Stephanie, what are some of the new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Oh, boy. There are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes
and get open beta early access starting tomorrow on PlayStation, next week on Xbox and PC.
And see these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff jump into
PlayStation,
breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water.
Didn't Xbox buy like Activision?
Water. It's really hard to make in games.
So why are they getting...
But the aquatic combat,
so confusing.
Some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans, and has been something that I've really enjoyed playing the last couple months.
Aquatic combat. Steph loves to swim. Joe, can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
What's happening?
Yeah, I mean, last game
we're checking out the new video and games.
We knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk, we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts.
Modern Warfare 2. It's a brand new game, never released before.
Both visually,
definitely not
beautiful
released once and then re-released for the second time and not being released again.
But we also, the gameplay side, there's unique ballistics underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater. Otherwise, you can't use your primary weapons.
Are you going to play
but it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water. And
Modern Warfare 2. I don't know.
It gets murkier. Like the farther you are,
I won't like just buy it myself. I can tell you that much.
It's been super fun for us.
But
to
I will
dig
play
into
Warzone
water
2
and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty.
This actually has got me wanting to play.
Every piece of equipment has been
Warzone
filtered.
Today.
Like, how does it work through water?
We
had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge. Yeah, really would instead of blinking out.
Yeah,
I'm so tired.
Oh my god! Well, I can't quite wait to literally dip my toes into those waters.
But
guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. What else is going to be coming to the
Pretty sure I don't have it installed.
Well, you know, last game we did mount, and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement is super important to us.
Yeah,
so this game, you saw the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol
coming out
and
September
use
22nd?
We also added a dive.
It's got to be October 22nd.
Kept your gun up.
They haven't really showed anything about Warzone 2 yet. That's what I'm really here for.
If they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. The other really cool thing is the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving
I see that little Chronos tube down there.
And
that's what we use to light movies, baby.
For players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm going to save
what is today?
Some of that gas for
Thursday?
when we get to Warzone 2.0.
September 22nd.
It's really exciting.
All right,
you pre-ordered then.
Dude, but now, guys, let's talk about equipment.
If you had
Call of Duty, Crazy Sandbox, a lot of cool toys.
If you had a PlayStation, you could be playing it next week.
Each other and equipping and using and all sorts.
Or I'm sorry, you could start the beta tomorrow. People are going to be playing the beta tomorrow on PlayStation.
This is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically
Xbox
sits there.
PC
And if the player
next
gets close to it, it auto deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water, and here you just saw the DDoS. We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom. It's going to shut down everything, and I can move in and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look. But it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone. And there's so much
This is the TAC cam, too, which you guys just saw, which to me is a personal favorite.
You can put out a lot of them, and even you can patch into your teammates. So you can it gets
yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So
the motion sensor thing in Warzone,
I expect to see a lot of fun
There's so many,
with that
so many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my god! Until they all get DDoS.
So what's interesting? It seems like most of the shit they're talking about in Modern Warfare 2.
I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith.
It is Warzone.
Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we, level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith
starting
allows
tomorrow on
players
PlayStation,
to
next
build
week's Xbox
out
and
their
PC.
weapons more smoothly than ever before.
Should I just pre-order it so I can
videos yesterday
do
for
the
the
beta
Intel
with
drop.
you?
I hope
That'd be
people
cool.
dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross-progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression.
Okay.
And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
This does sound amazing. So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff. Can you dive into those details, though, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith, and we were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch,
I feel like you need a
receiver,
different lower receiver and everything.
Yeah, and that's,
like maybe
we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, is based in that, changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action
Pre-order the Vault Edition,
which is the entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, project for our teams to design these. But it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock
How's that volume
the entire
now? I can tell it's definitely low.
With the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Playable in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that.
Available in beta.
Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with.
How come I don't get the
weapons,
fucking play?
Maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps. I suppose, Jeff, this is for you.
Right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
But, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War, and a bunch of others really well. And so,
Ninja's there.
Stepping back from this large map and
He's
looking
not
at
even
how
in his
much
seat.
open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast
Two
all
introverts
this
trying to
big
communicate.
world,
Wow, that's
kind of exploratory
interesting.
gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game,
Dude,
they're just,
YouTube Live is
a little bit
becoming
more
something
straightforward,
bigger.
a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well.
Tim the Tap Man, 51,000 people.
Maps in there.
Holy shit.
I think they feel
Why
really
are they
clean.
making this so
Guys, you're
fucking
moving me
boring?
in ways I didn't imagine to be
I
moved
know.
today.
Excellent stuff.
Right?
I might... hey, it's the first time
I'm
cooking
playing
here on
on
air.
Warzone
We've got
RN.
some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW.
Oh, I need to play some
starting
GTA
with
5.
We've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle
Game of
maps.
Thrones Total
team,
War?
Can you give me some details on Serif Bay?
Jackie the Dank.
So Serif Bay
Said,
is this little fishing
"At Squirrel
town
Baby, I
in
don't
the
know,
south
but it
coast of
isn't
our
very
big map,
entertaining."
and we picked this
Serif
because it has such a
Bay.
great mix of gameplay.
What, is this
it's
new?
right on the harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious
It's
APC.
not. It's not
and
super
swimming,
entertaining.
as we've
It's 'cause
already
they're
said.
not like, hey,
but what you
check
get
out
inside the
Warzone
town
now.
is this really intense urban
What?
combat with all these
I
tight
don't
little
know.
alleyways,
Whatever it is.
and all this great rooftop combat. And mixed with our ledge hang, you get these really cool.
Now, the ledge
parkour
hang thing was
combat,
neat.
Action happening.
I like that addition.
Yeah, I love how you describe
interesting.
the rooftops there on this map specifically as like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that entire vertical.
You can go up there and just
hit it like
hang
a
out
radio.
and
I'm
fight other
still
snipers.
just a rat in the cage.
Oh, that was fantastic, Jeff. Okay, so that's one of
Yeah,
our
I'm a
larger maps.
psycho, but
What about
still
some of
I'm
the
just a
66
rat
maps?
in
I
a
think
cage.
we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas.
Mercado Las
Do you mind giving us some
Almas.
details on this one?
Jackie the Dank.
Sure, Mercado is
Mercado?
is a little
IGTG.
street market in
That's
a
not.
historic section in Mexico.
Thanks for
Our
stopping
story
by,
behind this
Mr.
is,
Danky.
the authorities
Enjoy
have
the
some
rest
intel
of
that
your
narcotics are being
afternoon,
smuggled out of a
evening,
warehouse,
night,
and they're
morning.
going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games
Wink,
ahead
wink.
of us. Looks amazing.
Wink,
Battle
wink.
maps, core maps, 6v6. All this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. We've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion is it's a big war map. It's big war
big
TDM.
war
We affectionately call it the shipment of ground war. It's 20v20 players.
20v20.
But there's also 20 AI on each team.
Oh.
AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds. And it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill. The announcer's not barking at you. He's not saying like, hey, get to B, they're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe. You can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, we took the name Ground War from a playlist.
I get
in
it. I get what
MW2,
they're doing there.
And that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. And we kind of
I just
did
see
the
a lot
DOM
of
in the
problems
last
coming
game,
with the AI.
and now we're able to
Yeah.
add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're
Squirrel
kind of
baby.
completing the cycle of that that old playlist.
Go
Yeah,
ahead
this
and
large-scale
put
stuff looks
AI
amazing.
nowhere
This
in
looks so
multiplayer.
awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Just keep dialing it in closer and closer.
I mean, if
Steph,
they
what have we
put
got?
some work
Yeah,
into
so
the
we also
AI,
have two new
like it's
66
fucking
modes that you're going
Bioshock
to be seeing
AI or
here
something,
played
like
today.
maybe.
And they will be
But in
beta
multiplayer with all
prisoner
that movement and all those
rescue
calculations, it
knockout.
just never
Prisoner
works.
rescue. Okay, let's go into prisoner rescue
They
first.
just run in a straight line. You
So
shoot at them, they
Prisoner
stop,
Rescue is
turn
an attack and
around.
defend
Like,
mode. It's a round-based mode.
Prisoner
the defenders
Rescue.
have two prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like, mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
That hero run to the exfil is
definitely you know, big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time at esports.
I bet it does
this is my personal
resonate
favorite
with
of the
you.
new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen.
She
there is
emphasized the
a
D
revive
an
mechanic,
awful
and
lot.
so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser.
I love third-person PUBG. I do.
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third-person, and all while we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we're playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR.
You want to try it in S&D?
You know, camera work. The camera collision's
idea.
been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera.
It's just going to make people camp even harder.
And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited.
That's all it's going to do.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third-person COD feels like in 2022.
Yeah,
Sexy
it's going to be a bunch of
This is a lot of information,
stalkers.
Steph. Like, there's a ton here.
Bunch of rats.
I tried to warn you. They're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are. But there's
by the way, the
even more
dryer's
to come
fucked up
at
again.
launch. So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone yet.
We're not even okay. Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that
make sure the
Special
house isn't burning
Ops
down.
will return as our third mode, and will be focused on two-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think one player on air support, one player on the ground, and I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch, and really tried to implement some of those things into the design.
Dude
so
came over
we'll be
yesterday.
talking more about Special Ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a Special Ops partner.
Sitting
like
right
the roller part on the bottom was completely fucked
well,
up.
Set then,
so
Stephanie. I do believe we have one
fix that
more
up.
surprise for PlayStation players out there.
Oh, we get to play
Indeed
tomorrow.
we do.
Wish I had a motherfucking PlayStation. Show me, show me, show me. Whoa, whoa. That's cool. Yeah. 2.0.
Empty-handed, I was born. Empty-handed, I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist or bow. Spear, stone, or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
Oni operator plus weapon blueprint.
Take Miles ISO.
Fix your mic.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0.
Pay
Steph, badass.
Oni
win.
is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one
Oni
for
main
this
day
game.
one,
And it's been really awesome to see our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives, and I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, Stephanie, we keep talking about all the things that we have to look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow. So make sure you are preloading right now. Now, also check out your screens.
Open beta
exactly
24th.
when you can play the beta on your platform of choice.
A break from watching Drew fail at games.
That if you pre-order the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141.
You're Morgoth, dude.
SJX Cinder
Every time
weapon
he comes to the stream, he turns into Morgoth.
In-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access.
You just
so
get
campaign
you get
a week
to
early.
watch
All right, folks.
the Call of Duty folks
hope you
really
enjoyed
fuck up
that
the live
first look
event.
at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to
Show
get to
me
see it live and in
Warzone!
action in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200 plus here.
200 plus streamers in the building. Ring
we'll be
lights
right back
attached.
to show off the world premiere of Warzone 2.0. Don't go anywhere.
Wait, you guys are going to
Call
commercial?
of Duty next. Brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Official drink of Modern Warfare 2.
Holy
Little Caesar.
fuck, dude. This is horrible. This is the worst live event I've ever watched in my entire life. I'm not even kidding about it. Like, what the fuck is this? I actually really need to focus for work, so peace out. Hell yeah, Morgoth. Thanks for stopping by, baby boy. Have fun at work. I gotta go to work here in a little bit anyway, so I'm not gonna be streaming much today. Oh, goodbye.
We have 200 creators here on site, marching down the green carpet with one mission in mind: to be the first players to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Mason Grendel.
There is so much in this game. There is almost too much. This is like one of those days where I enter and my hopes are so high.
Call of Duty
And
next,
what are you looking forward to
baby.
most when it comes to Warzone 2?
Been the worst
I'm looking
event
forward to using that inflatable
I've ever
soldier
seen.
decoy to mess a lot of players.
Who is that?
Kill streaks,
Oh
I think.
my
I'm honestly here just to learn as much as I can to prep for Old Men of Optic because
Old Men of
those guys
Optic.
are very old now.
So maybe some
Old
OG
Men of
maps
Optic
coming back.
Gaming.
A map that everyone can play.
Rivalries within the Call of Duty universe.
What's your favorite game mode and Mountain Dew
They're
flavor
about to show us
combo?
Warzone 2, though. I'm excited for that.
Code Red.
If I'm going
Capture the
hard with
flag.
the boys on a
Code
long
Red.
night at S&D and I'm trying to get some nasty
I'm going
in-game
hard
comms,
with the
I'm
boys on a
drinking
long
Baja Blast
night
all night.
of S&D. I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal. Most people have Terminal nostalgia. Terminal. 100%. I just replayed that recently and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous. Easy.
Yo, Drew, you
Straight.
High rise.
High rise.
Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Probably we'll be home by then. I gotta go to work.
I was gonna pick
Well,
Code Red
actually,
too.
no, I don't.
Can I get a second one?
I'm going to work today.
Baja Blast.
That should be, yeah. Unless
Starting October
somebody hits me
17th,
up for some
unlock
work.
double XP,
Like David
points, and
Lowe.
also an
I actually need to send him a
exclusive
message
Mountain Dew
today.
skin in
Let him know
Call of
I'm
Duty Modern
fucking
Warfare 2,
about
where you
it.
buy
About that
specifically
life.
marked Mountain Dew.
I feel so bad. I should have just fucking told my boss to fire me. I just went and worked with him last Friday. It's all good, though. It's all good, though.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. The Mountain Dew green carpet.
green carpet.
It was beautiful. A lot of fun people out there. Everyone having a good time, and some incredibly well-dressed people.
I don't know
out there.
why
And
I
some
like this
definitely
guy,
not.
but I
Sweaty
do.
T-shirts abound. But here we go. Welcome back to
No,
Call of Duty Next, friends.
no.
We promised it was coming up, and
I
now
want to.
the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0. We got a glimpse of some Warzone
Oh, you
2.0 in the
asked last week, and I
multiplayer reveal
couldn't.
trailer earlier today.
That's why I'm
And it does
going
look
to
awesome.
work. I've been
However,
doing-
we need
I-
some true experts to help out.
I
Back
went
at the
to
desk
work
here, we
on
have got
Monday
Stephanie
in
Stoner, Josie
anticipation,
joining us, but of course,
and I'm
welcome
going to work
Jack
today
O'Hara, game
in
director at
anticipation
Infinity
that I
Ward.
might just
Joe,
be
how are
hit
we
up.
feeling? We ready to party here? I mean, this is a lot.
I
We
did
need
do
to
a
know
job with
everything.
Garland,
Warzone
sorta.
2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
A couple days ago.
It
Met some
feels
fucking
crazy for me to be up here
producer
revealing
who
Warzone
gypped me.
2.0. I ended up at IW
Dude, that
as a
is
fan of the
Eric
game, and
Snowden's
so this moment
daughter.
is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer, those all exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
Oh my good God. Real excited about this one.
It's the Smashing Pumpkins.
There's a lot in this one, Jack.
The world is a vampire sent to drain. Secret destroyers hold you up to the flames. And what do I get? For my pain, betrayed desires and a piece of the game. Even though I know, I suppose I'll show all my cool and cold like old job.
It brings together
Despite
our
all my
philosophies on
rage,
map
I'm
design.
still just a rat in the cage.
And lots of artwork.
Someone will say what is lost can never be saved. Despite all my rage.
And we're really excited for them to land in Al Mazrah with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest for players to explore in this map, and we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Well, here we go, a brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0. It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns, a city, and of course water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're going to find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for all of our streamers here to jump into Al Mazrah later today.
It's huge. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different what we call points of interest along the map. And if you're paying attention, you might even see a few that seem pretty familiar out there as well. And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's at the top right, and whether they want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry.
Maybe.
So we have in this one.
That looks familiar.
And there's a river system that goes through all of this.
Oh my
so
God,
you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs. And here's one of our favorites, Sawa Village, which is
that's my favorite.
Colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's going to immediately drop today.
I think so. They're going to drop to Observatory just to go back to home.
They're coming home.
It's always nice. You're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot.
You're generic.
Wait,
I've been here before.
I know what this is. You have all these flashbacks.
All I know is I'm still just a rat in the cage.
There's a lot of nuggets in there for some old Modern Warfare fans.
Yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players coming up.
Tell me I'm the only one. Tell me there's no other one. Jesus was the only son. Tell me I'm the chosen one. Jesus was an only son for you.
We've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
Tell me.
The super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated.
How about the GMC
so that
Hummer
camera
EV?
Works in Warzone. That decoy mine works in Warzone. Like, it's all of it's been built from the ground up for both. The slide, the dive, the water, like
more swimming.
Yeah. This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller.
I'm not sure that pistol
now coming out of the water,
function underwater like
I mean, this just looks.
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
You see the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are. I have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks incredible.
You can see the armored patrol boat coming by there with its 2 turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier.
I saw a vehicle drop, a big-ass tank.
Boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So we've implemented a new physics and handling model for the vehicles. So some vehicles are heavier, some will slide more, have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can have them, they react to explosive differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you get yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI.
Which is kind of in PUBG, but the more I've watched like good players
some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point.
You can't just get around
and vehicles will run out of gas, or at least most of them.
And you got to swap to the passenger seat, fucking do drive-by.
You can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well. And of course, we've got water vehicles. We've got a small boat. We've got the boat that Joe mentioned with the turret at the front, turret at the back. So you can have that little moment cruising up the river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is so much love that's gone into these vehicles.
You forgot the coolest vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
The massive helicopter that you can fly around. And it's a moving platform with 3 doors. And
You can move
the whole squad through the map.
What?
This guy, I kind of like him.
Cool. Oh my god.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting, combat.
Unless somebody blew off your door.
That won't.
That does complicate things, doesn't it?
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtest.
Well, I hope the gas prices in Almaz are okay. I thought there's a lot going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes have we got in store? Because it feels like there's so much that's changed. Is it still a gulag? Do we still have circles? Is it still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
What's happening?
What do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go.
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun. Friends new and old. Maybe you're making them in game.
I'm not sure.
And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes.
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and there's going to be some amazing clips.
Who is this dude?
But
I hope he's a streamer or something.
I think Joe can tell us a little bit more about looting in Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love prox chat.
They're like, yes.
In looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of
not free to win
and logic to our looting, right? So if you,
you can unlock all the attachments and shit.
You fall down, you hurt your knee.
It's
definitely
and your mom's
gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet.
Modern Warfare 2, like there's so many pre-order bonuses. You unlock this operator with like this badass weapon blueprint.
There'll be a medicine cabinet you can.
That's kind of pay to win.
If you want to
not
get
everyone's gonna have those guns at the beginning.
There are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map of how you loot, and there's this logic applied to looting. You can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in there.
Yeah, and the install for Warzone
and you find these other
at least
crates
like 150
that are kind of like
gigs.
it's as if the military that occupied the space came through and dropped off
I was going to play
those
a game.
Those crates are always there, so you can always have this reliable layer to looting.
After the stream, or
sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Muslim, quite literally, like have a route we plan, hit the gas station,
I gotta go to work.
Pick up snacks, pick up ammo, and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously a huge component of VR's, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it, so we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits, into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back together, and you have this very directed fight of like, as the circles
a
moving,
time
you're like gearing up in buildings. You're like, here we go, it's about to kick off, and as soon as those circles hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event that would happen.
I think
like,
that's
circle
cool.
Splitting, we need to do X.
But it seemed like when they broke into 3 and then they all had to go into 1, there's going to be problems there.
What about the Gulag? Is that still around? I mean, there's so much change, man. I mean,
I don't know, we'll
I'm
have
ready
to
for
see
it,
how the
but
storm dissipates to allow that movement to the 3rd circle. I don't know. I'm interested to see that. That's cool.
The current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other. Let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like you're working with an enemy. There might be an AI here. You're picking up weapons. And we're excited for people to try it. And
we're going to get feedback today, too. And like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the Gulag, which I will not reveal here. But
you should.
There's
I
a
want
lot
to
in
know
store.
that. That's the exact information I want to know.
Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc. Can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So Strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al Mazrah in BR. And the players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weapon.
Take the AI
We've worked really hard to
Warzone.
bring
Just take it
AI
out.
at scale into Warzone 2.
It's fine in your invasion mode or whatever.
A different way. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ, Call of Duty's extraction mode, will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it nonstop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ. I can also confirm that DMZ is real. We're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition.
You can't go into it because you ain't
infiltrate Al Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right.
Y'all are scrapping
this. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al Mazrah and see what's there.
Loot up, exfil, it's totally up to player choice there, and I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter, and we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, ricochet, anti-cheats, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on BR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning for Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie, when?
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th.
Damn.
With the start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks.
Not an October release.
After
I mean, that makes sense.
After
November.
Modern Warfare 2 launches.
The Cheaters Club.
And we had 125 million players in the original Warzone. And I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more
Warzone
of you in
2.0
Al-Mazrah
November
for this experience.
17th.
And you will have a chance to see
they got a DMZ
Warzone 2
mode.
Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot. They're raring to go. We will see all of you in Al-Mazrah.
Are you guys going to cut between different streamers? So I don't have to do that myself?
When we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this. I promise. Then after that, we have live gameplay coming at us from all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale. We got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty next. Brought to you by...
God, I do want that Hummer, though. I just want an electric vehicle, I think. Let's see how top players do in their first gameplay. I know I saw ninjas there. I was looking at some of the people. Looks like Dr. Lupo may be there. Dr. Lupo's there. Maybe Jack Frags is there. Probably not, actually. Ninja. I like this, by the way. Shit. And will cheats from 1.0 work on 2.0? Of course, dude. Same engine. Ain't shit changed, bruh. So, Hamdi Ben, do you think some of these top streamers, like, do you think they cheat? I know I've seen, you know, people getting caught before. I've watched, you know, YouTube videos of being like, oh, this guy and this guy. But like, there's this dude Z-Laner who's just so good with the controller. Plays with Dr. Disrespect. And made like a whole series of videos showing like, hey, I don't cheat. Here's my screen, you know, all that stuff. And I felt like I believed him. And like, if I was in that situation, I feel like I would try to defend myself too, right?
Slanger and Aiden too.
Aiden Ross? What, is Aiden Ross like good at Warzone? Isn't that the guy that was playing like NBA 2K and stuff? I don't think the skill translates over. I still don't believe him. It's all about money.
I still don't believe him.
Well, I can say this, like, you may be right. I've started to, because there's this PUBG player, like TGL1 or whatever. Aiden the fat kid with, oh, I don't know him then. I got you. But yeah, dude, Z-Laner, he's just so good. And it's like their situational awareness in the game, like my headphones don't work that well. I can't hear people from that far away. Because he's just cool. Dog, this right is fucking cool. Hey, he pulls out some really goddamn clutch shots.
What a jam-packed
he's got the clutch factor.
So far.
That's a thing too. He is good.
And Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2.
Good to go. But
God,
finally, we're hitting something new here.
Coming into mobile,
we got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with
Beef
none
Mommy?
other than Chris
Okay.
Plummer. And Chris, what do you have for us today?
That's right.
No.
Today we are proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. This is the real thing, and it's on your phone for the first time ever. You can drop into Call of Duty Warzone from wherever life takes you. Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today is still alpha, so it's only going to get better. And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just gives me so much nostalgia. But wait a minute, Chris. Is that the legendary Verdansk?
Verdansk.
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born. And we're bringing the legendary Verdansk
with her
map
being
to
there.
mobile
I
for
like
the very
looking at
first
women
time
an awful
from
lot.
its hallmark vistas.
Her beef,
These
mommy?
dense urban areas. They're just so much fun to play in. Wide open
This is
fields,
funny
great
to
for
me.
battle.
I don't know.
In
if I love
intimate,
the name.
close quarters,
Dude, if I was a
combat
chick,
environments. There's so much variety in Verdansk.
I don't know how
famous
I
for
would
good
act.
reason.
I would
Teaming with
definitely be
fan-favorite
hated
locations
by
like
my
Boneyard.
masses.
and Superstore.
She should be at Fortnite.
Even TV station.
Well, I'm getting classic
Beef
Call of
Mommy
Duty
and
Warzone
Fortnite.
flashbacks here.
New
Can
skin.
you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your
I
phone
don't
real
hate
quick.
this
Maybe I can
girl.
see
I
for
don't.
myself. No?
You know, the
I
team
don't
has
know.
a passion for
She's
delivering
happy.
the most authentic
She's
Call of
definitely
Duty
happy to be
experience
there, and I
possible
like
for mobile
that.
devices. From the way you aim and move
Damn,
to
it's an
weapon handling
authentic
and the
Call of
control
Duty
responsiveness, all these critical little details
Candy
combined to make Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel best in
trolling.
class. We've made sure that the
I love your
physics,
trolling.
the
Don't stop
feedback, the
trolling.
sights and sounds, all those essential little touches are smooth and accurate. It's about creating an experience that's so true
Get
to
these
form.
fucking
you can imagine
women
feeling
out
that
of
dirt
here,
compressing
man.
under
I'm
the soles
Andrew
of your boots
Tate.
with every move.
I don't know if you guys
Imagine
know
those
this.
tiny shockwaves of recoil
My
moving through your
last
entire
name
body
is
with every
Tate.
shot. In Warzone Mobile,
He's
these are the
canceled
kind
now.
of details that we
I
care
meant to
about
say
make the
something to
combat
Gavin
feel
about that.
airtight
He's all
and
canceled up.
authentic.
That makes me really emotional, Chris.
Saw that
And you know,
coming
it
a mile
sounds
away.
like everyone's paying attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty
The more I
Warzone,
look at her
I
mouth,
think about strategy.
I dated this girl. I
Absolutely.
dated this girl
There's
who
a lot more going on
looks
than
actually
pure
a lot like her.
gunplay.
Let me see if I can find her.
For example, when you're out there exploring a map and evading the gas circle
Oh, shit, I
collapse,
gotta go to
you can try to
Facebook,
sneak
though.
up on another player and pull off a
I'll do
finishing
it. I don't
move.
give a
It's
fuck.
like ultimate bragging rights.
I don't give a fuck.
And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts. Use
Is this
that
me,
cash
like,
and
doxing
buy
somebody?
stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities
This
like
is that
bringing
girl.
back a fallen squad mate.
I dated this girl in Germany and
Now,
had sex
that
with
contract
her on top
economy,
of a
It
roof.
adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk
Ooh.
and reward.
She just reminds me of her
really
like
that
crazy.
you brought that up because
mouth.
if you're
You see
talking
the
about
mouth?
risk and reward, I think about the kill streaks. I think about the
See
gulag.
that?
Are they going to be there too?
It's basically the same person.
Yes. Everything you come to
Right
expect
there.
from Warzone
Right
is going
there.
to be there, especially kill streaks.
Candy
This
Ben.
means you can deploy your big stick of choice like, you know, a precision
I
airstrike.
enjoyed this girl,
You
I'm
might
not
be able to
gonna lie.
wipe out an entire squad with it. So not so fortunate for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either because we have the gulag. So here players can fight for a second chance. So
Oh, y'all
when you
ain't
go
putting
down, you get
AI
to
in the
fight
gulag this
one-on-one with
time?
another down player.
Yeah,
and you can earn your
apparently
way
they're putting
back into
AI in the
battle.
gulag somehow.
This is how Warzone Mobile plays
As well.
out on a truly massive scale, unlike anything we've ever
How
played
come the
on
doc
mobile
isn't
before.
live today?
For this
I guess
reason,
he doesn't
we're
watch
pushing
events.
way past the
Makes
envelope
sense.
on high player counts to make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat. So
Candy
we are
Ben.
supporting up to 120
They basically
live
added
players
pixels.
in the single match.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean
Candy
bots?
Ben.
Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile,
didn't
they're
invite him.
usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and
Internal
a lot more
estimates.
fun to play with real, live, human opponents.
Yeah, but you gotta have
And that's
people
our
playing
focus.
the game.
So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you.
You'll get that for like the first
We're
week.
talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real
They didn't
human
invite
emotions.
him.
That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Fuck.
And we hear you in the crowd.
They really didn't
Everyone's
invite
excited,
him?
and absolutely,
Come on,
it is
dude.
huge.
He
And I
used
don't
to
think there's
work
a game on
and
mobile
build
that
maps for
can top
you
that.
guys.
In terms of real player count, of
He
course.
said that
but
they
how are
complained
you
about
able
him
to even
talking
pull that
smack
off?
about the game many
We can
times.
support
He
real
does.
player counts at
But all the
dramatically higher
smack he
scale
talks
than
is,
we've ever
"Oh, I
seen
can't
in other
fucking
battle
hear
royale games on
anybody."
mobile. Because Warzone Mobile is running
Whatever,
on advanced,
dude. I mean,
unified
look,
Call of
this
Duty
is
technology.
exactly what he
This
wanted.
Is the same shared
You
tech
to
behind
bring
the
new
console and
shit,
PC versions
and that's
of
what
Warzone
you're doing,
2.0.
and you're mad
It gives
that
us
he
a
was
ton
like
of
keeping you on your
advantages,
toes.
like these incredibly high
Fuck
player
you.
counts,
I stand with
authentic
Dr.
Call of Duty
Disrespect,
combat and
okay?
gameplay systems,
I know,
and it
I
opens the
know
door
it
to a
is,
much
I
more
know.
connected experience across all
It's just a new
platforms.
culture.
I
So
know
when you say
it
more
is,
connected,
and you know
does
what?
that mean
Like,
that Warzone Mobile will share content
I remember
and
it being
features
like, oh
that will be
fuck,
in the
man,
console
I
and
can't
PC
say the
version of
things.
Warzone 2.0?
You know, I can't talk about how I truly feel.
Delivering a
Like,
deeply
I'm a
connected
fucking
experience, it's been a
douchebag.
strategic
You know
pillar
what? Like
from the
at this
beginning of
point,
development.
it's like, dude, I
Now,
don't even
we
fucking
know
care. I'm
that
gonna
your time
cuss.
is
I'm gonna
precious,
say the things
and
I
your
want. It's
investment in
hard.
playing is
It's
now
hard to
recognized
like
across
whatever,
Modern
dude.
Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0,
Not anymore.
and Warzone Mobile.
Not any fucking
So wherever
more.
you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile.
I like that.
Even your friends list and
That's
chat are shared
cool.
across platforms, so you can stay in touch with
Have
your
that
friends, whether they're
have
playing
that
on
progression
console or
throughout.
PC or mobile,
That's good.
wherever they choose
That's
to
the
play.
way it should be.
I mean, that is so exciting. I
Candy
totally
Ben
get that.
I remember playing
one of the coolest
PUBG
benefits of having this kind of connectivity
close to when it
is that
actually,
Call
like
of Duty
day
Warzone
one, it came
Mobile
out,
is
had
loaded
so
up
much
with
fun.
the same authentic Call of Duty
I
weapons
didn't realize,
and
but I was
operators
probably fighting
to
a bunch of
recognize
bots
from
at
Modern
the
Warfare
time.
2 and Warzone
And
2.0.
I came in like second
and
place.
whenever you get from
my
the
first
Battle
game
Pass,
in mobile.
you will see
And I
it
was
on
like,
console
oh
or
yeah, I'm the
PC.
shit, and like
It'll
never played
also be
again.
there on your mobile
But it was
device
really
too.
fun the one time
And
I
the other
played.
way around works
This
as
game will
well.
be really fun the one time I played on mobile.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same weapons and operators being shown earlier today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0.
I mean, people who are using
you
controllers
aiming
on their
to make it
phone
exactly the same
as
on
opposed to
all
the touch
platforms?
controllers. I mean, there's no
That's a great
chance,
question.
right? Like,
the team's incredibly
you
excited
have
about
to
how
buy
deeply
the
connected and
controller
authentic the experience is in
to
Call of Duty
connect to it.
Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and innovations created across the franchise. But at the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
And
Sounds like the
disadvantages.
game will be tied into the Call of Duty
Hello.
franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Right.
Said.
Yes.
The progression
Above all
thing,
else, the
that's
team
a
is
big,
committed
that's
to
actually a big
ensuring
deal.
Warzone
Like
Mobile
people
is
who
a
are wanting to,
world-class mobile-first
you know,
experience
upgrade
right
certain
down to its core.
weapons and get more
Controls are a
attachments and
huge
stuff. You
part of
fucking
it.
play
It
some
just needs to
mobile
feel
and it
natural on the device,
synchronizes. That's good. That's
intuitive,
good.
And, you know, native to the platform. A lot of it comes
Separated
down to tuning.
crossplay to avoid
And this is why
inbounds.
we're
Yeah.
supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile, and we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with crossplaying between mobile devices and consoles or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best
always
possible
been that
mobile
way,
gameplay
hasn't it?
experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone.
All emulators of
Now,
all
keeping those controls
consoles.
balanced for all player types, it's
There's
super
a solid
important.
portable
So whether you're the
console
hardest of
that came out
hardcore
last
mobile
year.
pros,
I think my buddy
or maybe
bought
you're a
that.
console first
Of
player
old
that's sneaking in an
consoles.
extra match during your
Pretty sure
lunch
my
break.
buddy bought that. He's a
Even
big
brand new
handheld
players
guy,
to the
and
franchise
he
who
just
need a
got
little
his
help getting
Steam
into the
Deck
flow of the game.
yesterday.
We are committed
ask
to
him how
providing
that's
the
going.
most robust control options anywhere for a pick up and play experience
How he likes the
that's
Steam
accessible
Deck.
to all
I mean,
of our
he's,
players.
he's
I
been a
love that
mobile,
accessibility, and that
a
means all
mobile
my
handheld
friends
player
can get
for
in on
his
the action
entire
for a change.
life.
But how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready because I'm super
Pre-register.
excited to announce that starting
I
right
can't
now,
stream mobile, can
you
I?
can
I don't even have my
pre-register for
phone.
your free download in the Google Play Store.
And Burnett.
Signing up means that you
Nick.
can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward to seeing everyone in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
With that being said, hey, we got Ferg on the horn, and I think he's literally
Ferg,
the first
ASAP.
one to pre-reg. Ferg?
To pre-reg.
Hey guys, Perk here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register
That's
for
her
Call
name?
of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Hamdi
And
Ben.
now you can
Amber
too.
Nick.
Scan the QR
That's
code
the
at the
name.
bottom
That's
of
the
the
name.
screen
Oh,
to be
of
among the
that.
first
Oh, I
to
see.
draw. Tell your
Amber
friends,
Nick.
because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn. Like special weapons,
Oh, whoa.
finals, and emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25
Some weird looking
million
ones.
pre-registers,
Which one is- that's
we're going to
fucking
unlock
sick.
a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for?
I like that
Sign up
too.
using the QR code below.
Yeah, that's sick. High performance, that's the new shit right there. 1 terabyte M.2 SATA? Ooh. 2242 SSD.
We are back. It's Miles here, joined
Cool.
by Maven, Alicat,
16
and Names.
gigabytes of DDR.
Oh, guys, the
4
adults have left us
at
alone at the
32
desk, and now
hertz.
it's our time to
Wow.
have some fun. I don't know about you guys, but okay, it's been a pretty litty day so far.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, and dude, mobile, bro. It's a
I
new
love
era
that.
of Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. You're telling me I could be in the airport playing Warzone now? That could for dance? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah looks absolutely incredible.
El
Oh, it's
Mazrah.
insane. There's no shortage of crazy stuff coming my way.
Yeah,
Alex,
there's
so many
lay it
of
on me.
these.
Multiplayer for Warzone, for
Yeah, that's
Modern
the
Warfare
new
2,
thing
insane.
on portable
It's incredible. We
consoles.
actually got to load up
Very
with some of the
useful
players
for
yesterday
kids.
in a little bit of a pre-test, and loading into Gunsmith 2.0 was
2.8.
actually so aesthetically pleasing, and I think everybody at home, once
That
they
seems
also get
kinda
their hands
low
on it, they're going to love it just as much
for
as
that
we do here.
memory.
Truly, Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere. How
Yeah,
you feeling?
no, 8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just seems
8
fresh,
hours
man.
a
The
day?
map, like
Who is
everything
this
about
guy?
it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity mine king for a while there.
Maven?
600 vehicles trying to blow them up and
Who's
set booby traps.
Maven?
And now you're telling me I could do them in not only land, but also the sea. I'm with it.
Oh, he's a
It's gonna
Twitch
be
boy.
something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen what Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there, and Warzone 2.0.
Rarely live,
But guys, it's time
live.
to get into business. Let's now get.
This is
into the
kind of
command
a
center.
cool little stat.
This is it.
That's
Welcome,
really cool.
ladies and gentlemen, to the Command Center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're gonna
Let's
be rolling
go,
the show
Boyegas.
through all day today. Xfinity customers
And Lady Yegas.
They can start playing Modern
Oh,
Warfare
who's
2
that?
sooner with Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get your code for early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to give a big shout out to
Streaming
Intel,
PCs.
powering all of the streaming PCs here today. Massive shout out to those guys. Clint, there are 2 PCs on every desk. Explain.
I couldn't believe it. Cloaksy is here. Like, the fact that he actually made the trip out, I figured they have to have something special. The fact that you have a dedicated PC to the streaming side and to the gameplay side, and it's set up for this many
It's the only way. You gotta have 2 PCs.
Ridiculous.
Incredible.
It's the only way.
We're actually almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah,
we
just
played,
a little.
We a little. We played a tiny
could
bit.
have an accent too.
Did I'm getting mocked here? My bloody desk. We got to play a tiny bit
My
yesterday.
bloody
It was
desk.
pretty fun. But now we get to watch 200 streamers, some of the world's finest, quite literally from almost every part of the planet, coming together here in this crazy top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday it was
Alice.
loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start screaming, Miles. It's going to be insane.
Clint, we heard Courage from like headphones on. He can be heard from space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or something, Lord knows what that's going to sound like. But
I can't
my
find her.
boy Tyler Blevins, Ninja here as well. But like, I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty every year.
I must have
Like
spelled
the fact
something
that
wrong.
there are this many big name streamers
Oh, there we go.
in attendance, we're going to see some incredible gameplay. Go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat.
know,
it really
it
is.
makes
I mean, you've been around a long time in the Call of Duty
sad.
world. In this venue right now, we've got streamers,
Makes me
players
so
from
sad.
all across North America, South America. We've got players all over Europe, Japan, Australia,
Japan.
we got
Mobile
all over
players
here, mobile
everywhere.
players everywhere. How do you describe the vibe in the room right now?
I mean, it's just incredible. It's a bunch of homies who love Call of Duty all in one room getting ready to grind. And, I was talking to them earlier. I was walking around doing the round saying what up to everybody. They're going hard, right? Like, I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, Repos. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the Gunsmith, what they come up with, especially our new game modes like Prisoner. It's going to be lit.
Listen, as much as they're here for their love of Call of Duty, they're
Man,
also
what's
here
she
because they want that
driving?
banger clip. Like, everybody wants, like, you know, like, you're trying
This
to go out and
girl's
find
cute.
some of these big names, get a clip
Shit.
out on social, your YouTube, whatever it's going to be. So, yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their desk at their Tim. I'm sure we're going to have a couple of those.
I'll go a little bit of that later on. I think we're
Oh,
actually
my
ready
camera.
to hop into
Jesus
gameplay.
Christ.
Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint, and
Wait, are they playing Warzone?
Nameless.
Yeah, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but this map in particular, the second we saw like the fly through of this, it just looks
it's fucking
gorgeous.
deathmatch.
It really does. And I'm not that I had any concerns about the visual side of it because they knock it out of the park every year, but
Hamdi Ben.
it's
I
just
mean, you
aesthetically
should
pleasing.
because it doesn't look good.
Looks
Very,
like
very pretty.
deathmatch.
That is, of course, Dr. Lupo. You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, COD Next, all of them live on their own channels, and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talk a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty.
It seems like it's
not
maybe
that slide
faster.
Cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can dive out of a window. Miles, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get into the mix. I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game, whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like horrendous trash talk.
This guy's
All
pretty
very
funny.
good-natured friends of mine, you know, but it'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
Yes, no, I did.
He's cracking up, dude.
No, slap him. I walked past him today and I was like, good morning, dude. How you been? He's like, hey, man. Not a single word. Ali, not a word. But
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate Shot's streaming account. I don't believe that he's here today, but I was
got a cool little setup.
disrespectful with some people on the map. And I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you,
I was being disrespectful, but we can't invite Dr. Disrespect.
That was Ninja.
A quitter, Miles.
That was Ninja. Over to Courage now, who's having a good time.
And, you know, what?
He's already getting pissed. Yeah.
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a Jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of those competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
They ain't show shit from
Passion.
Ninja.
Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's Ninja.
And I will have to say, to test to what Ant was
Dude,
talking
all
about
of his
earlier about
teammates
the
are
game
dead.
mechanics, something else that I
What the
noticed
fuck
that
is
I don't
this?
feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way
That's
your
a Call
gun
of Duty
moves
tech.
with you is very,
Look at all
very
these
realistic.
people.
And I think
Oh
that's
my
going to be
God.
something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to
Is
get
that his
used to
cable
very
wrangler
quickly.
back
Saw a
there?
case
Oh no,
of,
he's
when you're spectating
he's got a
player,
camera
you
too.
get that kind of like over the shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks
Jeez,
so
man.
exciting and watching when you're, enjoying like, maybe seeing your teammates play. Or
He's
whatnot.
got a
It
lot
just looks
going
so
on
cool.
with that
Nice
steady
feature here in
camera
the game.
rig.
And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know it. It's me.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step up this time.
Oh my
no, not
God,
gonna happen.
dude.
Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry.
What?
Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful.
suck, dude.
Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No,
Oh, no.
yeah.
He's doing the classic.
It's like you don't get a first-person view once you're
There was
dead.
something else. There was something else. It wasn't his fault.
my sensitivity or something? What is it? No, Jack.
Wherever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. And I think that's the
Hurricane.
The Hurricane.
What'd you
The
do, by the way? You let
Hurricane. That weapon's
Changes to
overpowered.
Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having, it's
Yeah, so I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing, though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, it was a lot to take in. But now everybody's familiar with it.
Damn,
especially
he just
around
got
Warzone,
all these kill
switching up those
streaks.
attachments, and it's
Boom,
just a
boom,
better
boom,
version.
boom,
It's a good
boom.
middle
That's
range.
It's
it.
just a better version of that, right? Like the gun moves around with you as
Hold
you're
to
in there.
guard your
You switch
location
out
with
all
the
different
VTOL.
attachments,
Wow.
And, for the class of weapon that you have, like you can change it up, turn a M4 into an SMG. Like that's really cool.
That was nearly a snap.
That was nearly gross.
One of the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty.
One of the maybe the,
if not the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it that way.
Like the all-time
You're lying,
great. Yeah.
Ross. He's the greatest, but there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point, Ali, about Gunsmith, I mean,
I just want to see some more.
At this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize.
That's really
that
what I
is
wanna
a
see.
part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard at that point as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK, turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. Some of these guys, J-God.
Some of the gun, weaponsmith stuff is interesting, I suppose.
Oh God, he's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and like the layout. Is the rooftops, like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That's a new thing that you can add into this game. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further than you think. And I found that out very quickly. Like I would get to the edge of a rooftop, and I was like,
way faster. You can jump further. I noticed all that.
You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map if there's tall buildings. You can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pomage now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pomage too. Like I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in.
What am I supposed? I don't want to just sit here and watch.
I'm going
Team
hard,
deathmatch,
bro.
man.
He's like, I'm going hard.
Give me something.
I can just hear like the competitiveness.
He's
going hard.
And this knockout game is not going very well for the red team right now. Pomage's team obviously winning this one. Again, secure the grab, the money bag, hold onto that bad boy.
Oh, look at him playing on mobile with his little thumbtacks. What the fuck?
We've got all of it going on. Really, a celebration of everything that is Call of Duty and even Courage. He may have destroyed.
Do you see the
Yeah, they're
professionals, true professionals.
Wait, I probably need to get this. I've been playing some COD Mobile, Diablo Immortal. Like I've been grinding more mobile games. I have my iPad and I'm loving it. Do I need to get little thumb?
Yeah, you need those, dude. That's the only way.
Sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called? Thumb sleeves.
You're in the right place to ask about that. There is an army of professionals.
I'm looking into that. No, that's actually an issue.
You can't run into that, boy.
You know?
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and you know,
our little laugh too.
Side things. We love hardpoint. Miles, we were talking about this morning. When there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and absolutely fry. So there are some movement mechanics.
Don't stand up, you're gonna die.
You want to make some plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about the way slide works now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think we're not officially calling it the dolphin dive.
You should call it the dolphin dive
itself. I mean, it's a really fun mechanic. It's fast. So we get to see some gameplay with it. I've actually been walking around talking to some of the CDL pros, like, hey guys, try to stop sliding, try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters, show us the dive.
Butters?
Show us the slide. Now we're looking for the
dive. Right out the window. Just dive out the window. Send it.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like, they've seen it so much play testing, and then he goes into a window.
She was almost quick enough.
It out.
So you think like all the exciting moments you're going to have. Oh, here we go. Butters is going to be sniping there. So we have the
There's the dolphin dive. That's all I'm ever going to call it now is the dolphin dive.
And testing the mechanic, look.
There we go. Testing things out. Trying to find the sneakiest, fastest way across the map.
Yesterday. I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
Jeez, that time to kill. She shot in the butt.
She's just like going around, testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
You know what I'm noticing on this map that I actually like a lot? Not as many doors. Just running through.
Not as many doors, I think, in general, is the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far are quite small, very fast.
Not as many doors. This is an interesting little insight. Damn, that zoom in and out.
Is very large. Way more intense action. Of course, there's like evasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like we're here to see people go hard, try to win, be competitive, and
hard in the paint.
Another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps too.
Innovation.
Yeah.
It's max 2 stories, I believe.
That's that new shit we came up with.
Hit it.
Damn, I wanted to snipe someone in the face too.
Did you guys use the sniper yesterday?
Yeah, right.
No, I didn't.
I used it for a whole
cutest little stock I've ever seen.
She got a cute nose too. God.
I can't wait for the sort of like anime skins for that, my cute little stocks. Of course, we can put skins on individual attachments now when it comes to making some very handsome looking weapons.
Oh, Dylan Price, speaking of handsome.
Oh,
also something we haven't talked about yet is the way the perks work. I
love the perks.
Just show me Warzone. I don't care about this. Nobody plays Team Deathmatch.
2 base perks, you can pick whatever you want.
I guess they do.
Another
but they only play Team Deathmatch to warm up for Warzone.
So it's actually
that's it.
Completely new. They've redone it, and it's going to be sweet.
Well, the reason I think I haven't really played it yet to deal with it too much to see like how vastly different it makes the game.
Around and I still just
you get a couple perks you like, and you just sort of
maybe I shouldn't go to work
really
today.
Think about it, right? Like you figure that
just
out in the first couple days
or
weeks of playing the game. Those are your perks. Now it's like I feel like there's more decision making that goes into it, which I personally think is exciting. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be running, but it does feel like they were saying, what was it, the different type of classes they were trying to, you have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel, like they want to, even if it's not like
time to kill in this.
They want to kind of
like I just saw that girl that they were showing, she did a dolphin dive, someone ran past her, she shot them in the ass and said they were dead so quickly. Like literally so fucking quickly.
It really does, change what you start off with a base 2.
Yeah.
You unlock one after, a period of time, you get kills, you get points,
God, cameraman, get off of her face.
You're going to get your perks eventually.
Jesus.
But obviously, higher scoring game, you're going to get more. It's just really interesting again, and the perks are
Ninja's dead.
And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that, like, the first 2 perks,
Rain with the radio, I'm still just a rat.
Way more sort of impactful, and that final perk, like, kind of like the super perk. That's not going to turn you into Captain America,
Grendel
but it is going to make you way more effective.
I kind of want to be Captain America right now.
Taking Jeff and Joe's thunder.
Well, Symphony was just on screen, so.
I mean, the wagon on that boy.
What?
There it is.
Right, listen,
picture there.
Yeah, 2 million views on TikTok, something like that. It's impressive stuff.
That's what you're watching? In your free time, Clint?
Yes, it might be. It might be.
Okay.
I'm watching them.
It's Brooke's TikTok. You know, she's very creative.
This is a Search and Destroy, Call of Duty Classic here on Farm 18.
This looks cool.
This is one of the maps that we saw in an Intel drop not too long ago. Ooh, let's go. This is simply spectating Ash Sanders.
Yeah, hip firing.
And you know, of course, we're talking about like 3-lane maps. This is one of those maps that felt like a very good hybrid 3-lane map that does really, really well when it comes to being with like the Search and Destroy. Like you have your traditional outer lanes, and they have their hidden corners, and they have their ways, and then that middle is just pure chaos. It's kind of like a little bit of like it reminds me of like a paintball range with all the walls and the corners that there are. So this is probably one of my favorite maps that we are playing right now in the beta testing. And as you can see, everybody is having so much fun on it. I mean, 4 and 5, everybody's doing pretty okay. It's a close game. Yeah. Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Aiden just realized he's on the stream that he's
Andy Ben, he's not cheating.
Oh, he's fully loaded. Look at the bottom. He's got all his perks.
Unless they allow cheating at the event, they installed hacks on his computer.
He's
fine.
Oh, wow. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, no!
That's the Fennec. I was loving that one yesterday.
Oh!
I think
that's an OG weapon.
That turns people into super close range, but Ponyhoff
just turns people into super close range.
Nice try, Mason. We still love you.
Hurricane OP.
Mason.
Hurricane.
It's such a different look. Like when we're spectating these players and they're having gunfights, stuff like the way the player animations are, the sound effects, like the game has just been like it's everything we like about
around the radio.
They're existing, and they've just been. I mean, it's Salt Bay right on top, just hammering away, sweet seasoning top to bottom.
Well,
and it was a close game, and now it's done.
He looked very sneaky.
Get that 16 grams of plant protein.
I gotta say, the bunny hop is back in full force.
Oh man,
the bunny hop is clean. We know Sam LaRue Octane. Gotta give him a shout out. He's gonna be bunny hopping all day.
Baby.
We got Myth on the screen here. What's he using? M4, I think.
Again, looking at these weapons, you know it's an M4, but the configuration he has.
I was using the bigger sight, the double.
I
forget the name of it. I like the extra zoom.
And of course, kill streaks. Cruise missile back. A lot of fan favorites, Clint. I mean, everything you would expect from a Modern Warfare is there.
We get to see one. Ah, that'll connect. Myth able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like, yeah, bottom right.
So much cool shit.
How different the guns will look. The same type of gun is based on the attachments that it has.
As in-game settings where you can make the gun a little bit narrow, a bit wider, further away. I mean, there's options, you know, just create that sort of visual. The thing you want the game to be as appealing as possible for you. Maybe you don't want the gun to be so big to obscure the view. Maybe you're one of those players.
In a lighting case? And it started catching fire?
I'm going to get lost in that for the entire first day, probably.
Did any of the lights catch on fire?
3.5 hours messing with settings and then getting that first mission.
I'm assuming the damage report was just for. Oh, his field of view.
Oh, well, he just died there, so take it back.
Ooh.
Come on, Swag.
Swag style.
A special effects guy of all people. What the fuck?
Yeah, this sub looks like it's dominant.
Also, all the sounds.
This is pretty
and
funny.
Oh yeah,
everything is there.
Yeah, I mean they showed the new map for Warzone 2.
Because like a lot of these content creators, like they're friends and they're familiar with each other. They play games online, but like it's not often you get them all in one place like this.
That's good. That's very good.
Been a vibe.
I bet that
guy
going
up, some meeting for the
not
first
going to be
time.
smoking on set anymore.
We have interacted so many times on
Smoking
social. I've never
around
met him in person, dude. We hugged for a solid 30 seconds.
And it just shows like how hyped people get for Call of Duty.
Did he even know? Like, was he the one that brought it to everyone's attention?
Over 10 years.
I don't think many things
I'll
like
show
bring
you a
everybody
special
together.
effect.
I'll show you a special
The beta starts tomorrow, in case you've been living under a rock, or if you've just joined the stream.
Yeah, one of the two.
One of the two. There's no in between. User interface has been completely changed as well. Dead silence available on that lower right-hand side. There's a lot more sort of clean changes. Of course, the menu system, which you might not have seen here on the main COD Next stream, but individual streamers see them going through weapon mode, seeing the operators there. So many cool changes. A lot more of a streamlined experience.
Around the truck, just around the truck.
Not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's there, digestible, and that's what you need. It's such a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. It's digestible.
I was quite enjoyed that, like, it doesn't.
It seems like the time to kill is maybe lower.
Have some kind of like situational
I don't
awareness
know.
in the game.
I haven't played enough Call of Duty recently
to like ARs and SMGs. Of course, this is all of our
really
like our first
that.
peeks into it, but they've looked pretty balanced so far. Like the SMGs have been absolutely disgusting up close, whether the AR gets first shot or not. And at long range, the SMGs haven't been gripping as well. The recoil.
Well, them Siggies ain't gonna help
at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well, regardless of your attachments and what configuration you end up coming with, is fairly much there.
I love that because I mean it just feels like sometimes it turns into this one gun that can do everything.
Yeah.
Right? And I think everyone appreciates a little bit of variety. Like an AR
that's
feels like
quite
an AR,
literally what this game is, because you could change your gun up to whatever you want, right? So
well, in a way, yeah. But like I think to Ali's point, like there seems to be a little
Alley
more
Cat.
Yeah, like I haven't seen the do-it-all gun just yet.
No, I mean, we saw Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet, like, I want a broken shotgun. And I'm sure he can make it, but broken, we'll find out what that really means.
Of course, no one's using shotties.
He wants a sawn-off that kills people across the map, that makes them move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy. 2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean, we'll see if he can do it. Wild. I mean, no matter how much work is
really that big of a
we've got the
deal.
nerds
It's
in the
a
building.
dumb move.
But this is where if anyone's going to test it,
I don't know why he's having such a bad
some,
day.
Weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going to do it.
We've only scratched the surface.
Oh yeah,
we've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are going to do with this gun.
You know what his major malfunction is? You're supposed to leave that personal shit at home, man.
I need a good sort of
yeah, fucking right. I always hate it when people say that. Leave your personal shit at home. Like,
famous
what?
Italian men in the world.
How? How do you want me to do that?
Metal boots on the building. He's got the M4. He's going to run this class setup from now until the next 2 years.
We're talking about it can be great to mess around with guns.
Oh, Chris Crowder. Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that he's usually very baby-faced. Now he's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer.
He was gone. He was gone for a long time.
A tiny little bit of a.
He's not good at multitasking.
The circle, whatever you're sort of crouched when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down it. So.
Ooh, last kill. He's won it.
Oh, he's on it. He's on his feet. He's on his feet. The Gouch. Oh man. We will be playing all day, friends, all day.
Squirrel baby.
Good God.
Well, I think this is great too for a lot of. I mean, people like you saw Zinni, you saw Crowder. For those who don't know, they work on the CDL side. They're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven. I've seen some of the tweets, just having a blast, meeting a lot of different people.
So as far as streaks goes, we haven't seen a whole lot. Obviously, cruise missiles there.
There was a fucking Steadicam operator.
Everything.
With like this outrageous fucking rig walking around. And then there's like a guy following him. With, are you talking about that dude? That's staff, baby. He's making sure no one gets out of line.
A lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back.
He doesn't want anyone standing up getting in fights. That's what their job is.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be seeing.
She's the team. There's so many of them just walking around. God, now that you brought it up, it's fucking weird.
I would love to play more.
It's so weird. Like, what is their job? What are they doing?
Once the curtains go down.
Oh, she just walked that way.
You hear the chain? Yeah.
What? She just walking laps.
My ankle tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs.
Here we go. Another Red Man. How we doing?
What a shot. He got two.
Hat over the headset.
He killed Nick Merckx.
All right, we're gonna
see you later, Nick.
So this
Nick
is
Merckx.
It's air support we were saying.
Yeah, this is it's kind of like a lightning strike.
Jesus Christ.
The Fennec.
Whoa.
Or it's a custom one.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe?
There was zero recoil.
That boy don't recoil.
What?
All right, Breadman's already found a winner.
Yeah, Bread's got it.
Oh my God.
It does recoil, but it like doesn't.
But he's holding that thing down though.
Yeah,
But,
he's
all right.
He's on mouse, obviously recoil, long range. You can manage them more, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot. He's just putting them down.
Yeah, they're coming over.
Show me the hands.
Look at this guy killing it.
Gun him.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Oh, it's your teammate.
Top down of this on socials recently, but
There we go.
yeah, give me the hands.
Where's
You know
Slayer?
that sounds.
Looking for cheese.
That sounds
Oh, maybe.
Scary. You hear that? That better be on my team.
I mean,
he is streaming. I think he's.
like a lot of the
I think he's home or something. I saw. I got a notification from Facebook.
So not surprised to see him.
Ring like a radio. I'm down like a rat in my cage.
So what do you guys think about all these maps so far? What's been your guys' favorite, Miles?
honestly,
yeah, it doesn't look like he's pulling down the whole line.
Oh, he is fucking there.
Honestly, I've never seen a nice big central area. There's a second story.
I don't know how Facebook works.
Look at the
How do I do this?
Decent lines of sight. We're gonna have a lot of
Fucking
fun here.
Christ.
We played hardpoint on this map. We played prisoner rescue. Courage and I clutched
Well,
up big
we
time
switched
last
it
night, like
to
2v5. I had the prisoner on my
we
back.
switched to Z laner and he's getting
Jack picking up
killed.
3-4 kills.
He
Let's
can't
go,
do the
baby.
land thing.
I'm there sprinting.
Let's watch. Let's watch. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Damn, you really do fucking hate Z laner,
We had
huh?
a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, you know, the opening breaks.
Let's
and
see.
stuff.
Let's see what
He's
got.
on a
He's
15
swapping.
streak, by the way.
Excuse me.
He was frying.
He's
Literally
running.
annihilating the lobby. Yeah,
A
let's
little
stick with
dop and
him. He's on
dive.
15 in a row.
Oh, and he gets
Coming
melted.
in. Bang.
Not even a
This is the
chance.
Elgato replay of how this all started.
Oh, he gets two again. Just ripping him.
It's the same two people. No, it's this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, he's
All
in.
the land, all the landing we ever did was for Halo.
I thought he wrapped his streak.
Straight up. We were Halo bros, landing up our Xboxes. That shit was God, so fucking good.
I thought he earned another one.
Glorious.
Well, last thing I saw was 15 streak. I was fired up for my guy.
So he put his just sounds crazy. I think it's the W.
Is fucking Z laner? Look, okay, he's top of the kill charts up there though. 5 kills, 6 deaths, as opposed to like 13 kills. You love it.
Which I think was Spotter.
Van fucking hates the Z laner.
And of course he's working
Hell yeah, I think that's dope as shit.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. I thought he wrapped
I'm
streaks.
so glad you hate him.
He is annihilating everyone.
I like his gameplay.
Yeah, he's literally farming.
Somebody killed Brett.
And I'm glad he's on the come up, or
that I was talking about. Like
whatever. I'm glad he blew
like,
up.
Your whole body, like it's
But
different than other PUBG games.
It is hard sometimes thinking like, dude,
once you get your hands on
is he
this game,
cheating?
like you can tell.
Because the way he plays sometimes and how quick the snappiness is.
Everything
on a controller, you know, I was kind of like, I don't know.
More of the hardcore players. The
Yeah.
players that go out there and they're like jiggle peeking, your hips and your head.
Yeah, like
I want to watch him
it's
do
a little bit
good.
different. When you play the 3P mode, you get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later.
That's
today.
pretty cool.
Like
if everyone's in a different spot,
so it's different.
When you come up, I like that. It's neat.
You got to be a little careful. I mean, everyone's like,
I feel like they already
Shakira
did
out
that
there
though,
throwing the
right?
hips around. You got to be very.
All right.
I mean, it's the animation.
It's your last chance, Z.
I don't doubt that, but you got to look.
Did anyone
smooth the
secure
animations
A?
can be, and
You're okay.
so much
Someone's
fun
there.
so far.
Okay, first
Boy,
blood.
looks
First
like the other
blood.
side of the bread man.
Yeah, that's what
2 kills, 3 kills. Okay, you got the assist.
Oh, I think that was Breadman.
That was Breadman.
Yep, I believe
that was Breadman.
He's got 25 kills.
He's got that thing locked down.
Just quick, get out there and get him. Just go back in there.
I mean,
That's
this
3.
is going on the timeline for sure. Redman's got
He's a
clips
good
for days.
player. Look, whether you think he might be cheating or not, he's a good player. He's good at the game. That I have no doubt in my mind that he's a good player. But sometimes in Warzone, when I see this motherfucker getting like 40 goddamn kills, it almost seems like he might not be using hacks for aiming and shit. He might just have some aiming, but he's got to be able to have the wall hacks where he's seeing people and shit. Like that's the only thing that makes sense to me. I swear to God.
Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2.0.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't accuse him of cheating. He's, you know, it's really fucking good.
I'm hanging on ledge.
I'm sure the Doc loves playing with him if he's cheating.
If Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah, maybe. It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn.
Yeah, I'm good at
now
my
as Call of
job
Duty players.
too.
I have to now look at funny legends
It is his
and
job
see where
now.
players are.
Yeah. I was also trying out some of the field upgrades yesterday for the short amount of time that I did have. I tried the camera one. It was so interesting. So I can go down, go hide in a corner. You can see when they're pushing at you. It's
You hold your own. You hold your own flank at that.
Yeah, you got your own choke points.
That's great. And again, another thing. Oh!
Ooh.
Isaac, he nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of our streamers coming in from Europe, made the long trip across.
Are you watching the Z's cheating guy?
I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some of the different weapons, Bredman's kind of been annihilated in the lobby. But there we go. Another shot gonna hit.
Hello.
I'm already really liking the sounds of these guns. I'm liking the way crosshairs look. Like this is something I cannot wait.
I'll see this guy.
to get-
Oh, whoa!
Bredman just got a 3-piece, and then Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was very satisfying.
Oh yeah, they are just tearing them apart. It feels like.
Wait, is she
What's that
playing
field
too
upgrade
now?
he has there?
So confused.
Can't tell from
that could be the portable radar.
That might, yeah.
So that little bad boy kind of gives you sort of a local sort of UAV, but the radius isn't obviously great, but hey, man, in a pinch, I'll take it.
Look at that bullet hit, just hit like right on the panel of the window, so the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
The zooming in functionality from PUBG, like, he just got.
Oh my God!
Someone saved him.
Oh my God!
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac.
Why would you get off of that guy?
The Fennec. You run so quick with this thing.
I mean, look how different this POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're moving.
You're going.
That.
Oh,
wow.
Doesn't matter though. Okay, Sean J.
Go on,
I don't know about old Z,
again,
baby.
Sort of idea of, like,
Dude, I gotta go to fucking work. I'm late.
I'm
literally late. I'm not late. I have no time. I can get there when I fucking get there, but still.
The way he's kicked himself out.
Whoa.
Are you cheating?
Dude, these cheat guys, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I like it.
Quickly, is there a lot more paths on the map than you know about? Like on this one specifically, behind Crowder, there's an underground passageway where one of the flags are, and like I didn't even know you could go down there. Like I had to wrap the entire building before I figured out how to get underground. So there's a lot more angles and a lot more passageways than I think a lot of these creators are expecting, and that's why we're gonna see possibly a lot more assassinations, possibly a lot more cruddy corners, and people just popping out of literally nowhere.
I mean, Z seems to be doing like
Crowder is locked in.
Average for, you know, like a pro fucking gamer, I suppose.
And that is the power of the Fennec. That player didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use this weapon.
He is good at doing that bunny hop jump shit. I'm not gonna lie. He's got. I mean, look.
It's a lot of fun.
What sensitivity does he play on his controller?
I mean, they're not doing a great job.
He's moving just so quickly.
Now, but again, classic Dom, capture the flags. UAVs and all sorts, kill streaks coming up. No one's, I don't know. Too crazy with any of the kill streak choices. We did see
they're not.
With a VTOL earlier. Again, classic from
No, they're each fucking station here has two PCs. They got a streaming PC and a gaming PC. It's just sick. I think they're all playing.
As much as I say that, we know
I don't know.
they're going for crazy clips.
I'm actually not entirely sure. I doubt it. I bet that they got like a fucking server set up. They're all like on that specific server and stuff. I doubt they're land up.
With little hop chows.
It's possible. I mean, it's possible. With how they have all the computers set up and shit.
He's loving
like
his
maybe.
class, so he switched it up.
And if they didn't have it set up that way, that'd be kind of dumb, right? So hopefully it is all land up together. It's fucking cool as shit. I would have loved to have been one of the techs. Helping set up all the computers.
From MW19 all the way through to Warzone when we're on Caldera, it's not the same. It's not the same.
I can say that just from all the Warzone I've played, like it.
You got dead silence, Z. Fucking move.
Just the muscle memory of it. Like I've been slide canceling now for years across the map. It's just gonna take a little getting used to, 100%. Yeah, but I do think my hands are going to be very happy, though. I'm not having to do that constantly across the map.
See, one thing, I want to watch Z's Warzone gameplay more than anything. It's hard to judge, because Warzone is such a different beast than Team Deathmatch or fucking Domination, whatever it is they're playing. I'll leave this over here.
Would be good for me, just like a bowling ball, you know, Miles? Just sending it through a door, sitting it through a window. Maybe diving into someone.
Head like a radio, a rat in the cave.
Like a unicorn type power. Yeah, bayonet on my head. Okay, that sounds sick though. Honestly, if the devs are listening, let's think about that a little bit.
A bayonet dive kill.
Oh my God, I want that immediately.
I'm thinking like, I've got this idea of like, Yondu.
She loves it.
Spin on his head.
Yes.
Totally following her now.
Absolutely. Isaac.
Oh, quick swap.
Some swagabilities.
Side on. That's his pistol. Again, the range on that bad boy, he's going to do all that crazy, but it's going to...
I got to act cool while I'm walking in front of the camera. Make sure we're having a cool conversation, bro. I got to walk with my swag.
When you were using an ant, did you have
to
move all, or was it a direct hit?
It felt like an invasion, like I had to leave my shot a little bit, but that could just
be... This guy's fucking still in the show, man.
That's but you can get some feeds, man. Like, I got a couple collabs with this guy. It's super powerful.
Sniping is back, friends.
Hell yeah.
Snipes feel fast and fun. They
like seeing that shit.
What? We thought Brad was popping off. Destroy's up there frying. He's got double the score of everybody in the lobby. All right. Look at it.
Jeez. Jeez.
Oh man, through the door with the pistol. A lot of windows on that map as well. A lot of glass above those door frames. I found on, you know, keeping the teasers at it, but like opening breaks and stuff. A lot of sweet nade spots already.
How many kills? 23.
Yeah.
Damn, somebody had
64. I want to peek at the menu here now as well. Of course, while Isaac
Filtered playlist, daily challenges.
So much.
I think they might actually be online.
In Modern Warfare 2.
I think they are.
Ready to keep the
they
show
are online.
Running. Jess, you're
I don't like this guy in the blazer. This guy's a fucking clown.
Right here with
I
Zuma,
hate
Tommy
him.
Paparazzo himself.
Tommy Paparazzo.
Your first taste of Modern Warfare 2 here at CodNext. What did you think?
I might not be. Well, I probably will because it's gonna be forever before they show Warzone. So I need to go to work, but I guess I'm committed at this point.
Gunfights and you know, I've been having a
Thanks for
blast,
stopping by,
man. The chat's
Mason.
loving it as
Good
well.
luck.
They're
Good
loving
luck with your audio.
There's so much to talk about, you know, new
Put on
modes,
your
new
headphones.
maps, changes to the Gunsmith. But what really stands out to you? Like, what are you excited about?
I'm really excited just to get the competition going. I mean, I'm excited for the CDO, and I heard them talking about ranked play, so, you know, I'm really excited for that. And Warzone 2 looked incredible as well. I was talking to Repulse. We're going to be the Warzone duo this year, so I'll be bouncing around between the both.
I guess it's fine.
I'm just excited for something new, you know, a new game, and it's been a lot of fun to play, and there's so many amazing creators here. And just thank you to everybody, and thank you to Call of Duty for the opportunity to be here. It's awesome.
And then, you know, real quick, with Modern Warfare 2 on the horizon, what does the year ahead
What
look
is her
like for
necklace?
Man, just a lot of
Is it
shows,
a pizza?
man. A lot of flames, a lot of streams.
Okay.
I mean, the content's going to be pushing all
I'd eat
year,
some pizza
so
with you, girl.
excited, man. Zoom
I
out,
always
people to
love it
take
when
over,
girls
we're gonna have,
make the
we're gonna have some
eyeliner
fun.
come out just a little bit.
All right, well, thank you
on the
so
sides.
much. That is all
So
from me
hot.
for now. I believe I'm
It's
handing it
one of
off
the
to my dear
hottest
friend
things a girl
Lottie.
can do, I swear.
Thank you so much, Jess, and it is so good to be here. My name is Lottie. First time on the desk, first time, of course, being in this incredible arena. I have a lot of wonderful folks on this desk, but it is now time to chat about an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. Each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare
Jack
on the platform
Links?
of your choice.
What is that, like
Jack
beef
Links limited
sticks?
edition products and brand new.
God damn it, dude. Don't fucking try to sell me the goddamn Jack Links. This is, oh, this is melting my brain. I need to go shower and go to work. I don't even have that much shit to do today either, really.
During the broadcast for the Jack Link Sasquatch to appear on screen.
Wow.
If you see it, grab your phone and scan the QR code, following the prompts to qualify for entry. Tune in to Call of Duty Next. Squad up with Sasquatch and level up for the ultimate viewing experience, courtesy of Jack Links. Terms and conditions apply.
Said. The British Connector.
All right,
Hamby
folks, so keep your eyes peeled to spot the Sasquatch on the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all your information.
It's
for
gonna
a
pop up
chance
in the next
to
5
win.
minutes.
But it is my absolute honor and pleasure to be on the desk, of course, alongside Maven. But we also have
Her
Jen
hair
and
is
Joe
not
here
natural.
to talk all things Modern Warfare 2. Of course, our multiplayer design directors here. And we're just going to get a bit nerdy, to be honest. You know, we're going to look at a bit of gameplay. I'm so
with
excited
that.
to talk about it. But Maven, I've got to ask you, what do you want to dive into first? We have the two guys that are going to answer a question.
Well, first off, by the way, you guys killed it in the opening of the
You did.
show.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Thank you.
it started real smooth. I'm sure nerves were going a little bit, but it was awesome to see. But I know we're going to have
shit.
gameplay that's going to be popping up. We're going to chat through stuff. But I think one thing I kind of want to chat through is just there's been a lot of significant changes. You guys are always looking to how to kind of tweak the wheel a little
There he
bit.
is.
Can we chat through kind of the perk change and where your head was at with regards to that? Because it's a big change. It's interesting.
Yeah, you know, perks haven't really been touched for a long time in the series, and I guess by nature they're passive, and so most of the time we found people just, you know, find the three that they like, and that's it. They kind of forget about this.
I said that earlier. That's me.
Yeah.
Like, I find a few I like, and like that's my class.
So we just wanted to come up with a system that was a little bit more engaging, and so we grouped them into 3 different categories. You get 2 to start with, and then you pick a third, and then you pick a fourth, and they're rewarded as you play.
I think she might have been a
you really
streamer
like
too.
How they
I already forgot her name.
Yeah, I mean, an
it was
announcer
some
comes up,
kind
tells
of
you what
weird
perks you got,
name.
and it kind of re-engages you.
I was gonna
with
look
what's
up and see if she
available,
like streams
right?
or
and they're
whatever.
earned through time
but
and
I
score,
forgot her
so
name.
eventually you'll get them, and you're not gonna. It doesn't reset
Can
on death.
we play
It allowed us
Warzone,
to
please?
kind of like create a couple more powerful perks and put them at the end because you're not going to have them the whole match.
Your
and there's some
boy
interesting depth there
saved
where you can say,
them.
okay, UAVs are really powerful early match. Like there's different things you can do
God,
where you're kind of like, if you're one of those
100.
players who really wants to noodle, you're like, okay, I know these aren't in play yet.
Well, I guess, listen, it's very different, but I'm also a big like RPG guy, so I like the process of like unlocking things and earning things. It's just like at the core of who I am. So I dig that. Just like the progression over the course of one single map, I think is very cool.
Yeah, it just feels good.
All
It feels good. It feels good to be reminded what you have.
Yeah, no.
I don't know why.
Oh, and I guess we
I'm
didn't
dead
touch on
today.
actually is the packages.
I did not
right?
sleep
From,
well last night.
We're talking a lot about the theory crafting.
Couldn't sleep in my bed because
yeah,
our
we actually
dryer
have these
messed up,
defined packages.
and I was
So
washing
early
my
on,
sheets
you
and
just say, you know,
shit.
I want this playstyle.
I think
just
that's
grab
really
this
what it
package and go.
was.
And then
And then I
later
got a
on, you're
phone
like,
call
okay,
at
I like that,
goddamn
but I want to
8
noodle a little
o'clock
bit.
this
You can hop in and create your own
morning.
packages.
You know, that
Went to
kind
bed
of,
so late. Dude,
it
I don't
really-
know what's
people can
wrong with
see
me.
that
I have
through
not been
the
able to go to
default
sleep
loadouts.
before 2 o'clock for
And we've packaged in, based on
past,
those
like,
kind of player
4
behaviors
weeks,
we were
I
talking
feel
about
like.
earlier.
It's my own fault. I know, like, I could just force myself to whatever. I don't want to talk about it. It's
We
stressing
found
me out.
2 for each behavior, and so those perk
Is
packages
this the prisoner
are
mode?
already in there.
Oh, okay.
And
I
it's
mean, I just
something
don't
different in
know
this game. We
if
actually
this is
allow
worth
you
it.
to attach a field upgrade within that. Within
Oh,
each
okay, it's not
loadout.
just one prisoner
So it's a little bit more
extraction. I see.
micromanaging, but it felt to us that you're kind of more creating your class and your character for in that.
Well, I think that's why.
So people in the beta should really
Handy
try
bin.
out those default loadouts
Set.
because we put a lot of time
Get
into
some
how
herb.
those.
It has
Well,
the
I'm curious
opposite
in, like,
effect on my
playtesting, did
body.
you see, like,
It wakes me up.
I'm sure everyone has a way they view themselves as
Like,
the player. Like maybe you want to
It's
start
the
as more of like a
greenery
sentinel type. Did you
wakes
see
me
like
up.
as people got more
No
comfortable with the
fucking
game, like an
lie. I smoke and my
evolution
brain
towards maybe
just
a
starts
faster
fucking
pace, or what did you
going
notice
all
when
over the
playtesting
place, and
these
if my
different type of
brain's
things?
Yeah, I mean,
too
I think
active,
overall most of our
I can't
players
go
are
to sleep.
rushers.
That's honestly, that's why I said it's my own fault.
Depends on the
'cause I've been
circles you run, but
smoking a lot.
You know, there
I'm
are these
smoking
other
every
players,
fucking
and we
night.
wanted to just make sure that
Hey,
we're
it's just
supporting
been
all
keeping
of
me
them.
awake. I gotta-
And so
I need to take a
some of the
break.
field upgrades can be more
I have
sentinel
addiction
and trying to hold
issues.
down positions.
I got an addictive
But that's why we added in
personality.
DDoS, like we said, to kind of just say, I've had enough. I want to pause all this stuff and make it go away.
And it's like,
but we also leaned into
it's not like good stuff
creating
either. It's
game
just
modes
like,
that can facilitate
I
this
mean,
kind
it's
of
I don't know. It's the shit you
Now,
I
we
can
talk
get
about
from
the
the
rushing
store,
players,
and
right?
it's just
But we
not.
also want to talk about the pacing,
not
the
the-
movement,
it's not
what it
it.
looks like, how it feels
know.
to be in game. And when I got
Makes
a
you
chance to get
feel
on the sticks
something, but
yesterday, something I
not
noticed
exactly
is
what I
it is a little
want.
bit slower paced, right?
I like a
we're going to be
Slipknot
sprinting
shirt.
around, not sliding round. And I think another thing
Tim
I
the
want
Tap
to
Man
talk about
doesn't
is
seem
the
like he's a
dolphin dives.
cheater.
I've been diving down
You know,
escalators,
he's
getting
also not,
run,
like-
looking at hard
I
points,
don't
trying
feel like
to
I've
figure out, can
seen
I see bomb site BRA?
major
Like,
badass games
you know,
from
it's
Tim the
pretty
Tap Man
incredible
either.
with the movement and how it feels. What was it like making that? What were the decisions behind that pushing forward? Because the feel of the game is huge.
Yeah, I think fluidity, and I mentioned it previously, is like really, really important, right? But we did make some small tweaks, right? Like slide has a little bit more of a hang up so that people aren't just sliding around the map, so that they're actually moving through spaces, checking corners, and kind of like pacing themselves.
Oh,
But
he
the
ran out of
general movement
ammo.
guns should be almost exactly the same. And Jeff and I regularly check in. We're like, okay, how are we doing? Like, let's look at last game, let's look at this game.
You did the
And we
exact
try
same
and be
thing last
consistent in that
time.
regard. But
You're
there
an
have been
insane
these small
person.
tweaks, and the dive is one of those tweaks. The ledge hang is one of those tweaks.
Oh, shit,
And
Z's
those
playing
will
third
change how
person.
people move through a space, right? You won't throw yourself over a wall, you'll peek that wall first.
Yeah, I love the ledge hangs because, just testing out yesterday, being able to kind of ledge hang and really use it as intel as well. I think when it comes to multiplayer and competitive side, that's kind of where I'm at here, is being able in S&D, just being able to know where people are, give that intel to your team, peek that back down again, making sure you're not getting your dome ripped off by a sniper. Of course, major stuff here, but an exciting the fact that you can
I've been
get your
running
secondary
and
weapon
going
out
to the
and
gym.
start to put a bit of damage in and help
it's my
out
mind.
there.
It's not so much
in terms
my
of ledge hang,
body.
where did that come from? What was
Dude,
the
my
idea
body's
behind
actually
it?
like really
why
good
is it
right
so
now.
special to have it in the game?
I lost two.
To be honest, it came
two
out of
belt loops,
face planting
Ben.
too many times.
I was on this movie.
Parachuting in.
I was
Just
on a
missing
couple
that
movies for
ledge,
like a
and you're like,
month.
nope, that's
almost.
frustrating. Let's fix that.
And
well, we've all been there. Like whether you've been
dude, I
playing
sweat
Warzone,
my
like you're
ass
trying
off.
to like hop and
Fucking, it's
grab
hard
it, and
work.
you just like it's
So
like
I
you
was
want to hit
doing
the button
that,
to like activate
and
the
I've
pull-up,
been
but then,
running
you hit
for
your
about
shoot,
2
you're,
months
like, falling
now.
down. It can be so frustrating.
And just a combination of those two
really,
things.
that's where it came from.
Like
Yeah,
I
there's
lost,
also the high
I
mantle
lost
too, right?
every
Like,
piece
when we
of
were developing
fat
Modern
in my
Warfare and then,
ass.
you know,
I got a
Warzone
flat.
started to come
My
out,
ass has never been so
we
flat
had
in my
these
entire
walls and
life. I
things. We
swear
ended
to
up
God.
turning up the
I have like
mantle height
flat
in
ass right
Warzone.
now.
And it didn't
And
feel as polished, but it
I
allowed allowed
lost
people to
some
get
of the
over walls
gut.
they otherwise couldn't.
Lost 2
and, like I
fucking
said
belt
before,
loops.
You kind of commit, and now you're like, throw
it
yourself
was
kind of
shitty while I was on the movie
as you make that transition.
because
So the high mantle
like
is definitely
I was
like
using
get up, you
the
can
last
peek, or
belt
you can just
loop
double tap it and
on
pull
my
yourself
belt,
over if you're in a hurry.
and I needed one more loop to
it just
like
adds that,
not have my
that
pants
extra
fully because I
layer
got
of,
like like a fucking walkie-talkie and all my tools hanging off my belt and just pulling my shorts down.
All of the equipment, all of the movement, and all of these things for scalability, and we have to kind of check ourselves that
I don't hate this third person.
Well, now you've got this like metaverse.
It's kind of cool.
It's a big,
a little weird looking,
right?
It's not hard, man. I'm sure.
It's like, how do you add different things in and make sure it all stays in check and not mess up this ecosystem?
Well, it feels like, I guess for me when I do it, what has been the one thing, at least for me, that really separates Call of Duty
the gut
from a lot
thing
of
is
other
nice, but
shooters. It's
real
like
home food.
It does feel so fluid, but like there's a limit to that too. You don't need to be an amoeba.
for sure.
It's just like floating through the map. Like you want to be some realism to it. But
I haven't been cooking as much, and while I was on the movie.
And the ability to, I mean, think about, I don't know, 10 years ago, what you were able to do with just like interacting
that's what's just going to bring the belly back.
It's insane
I
how much
love
it's changed.
pasta, though.
We had to argue to get sprinting into.
I had a little chicken cordon bleu and some rice.
We didn't have that, and so like just the evolution of where
cream cheese and feta.
I played the very first one.
Feta and spinach.
It's been pretty special, and something else that's a bit special as well is the fact that we have all these content creators behind us.
But like while I was on the movie, everything that I ate was. You know, like the catering that we had for the movie,
and what went down here, and Prison Rescue is going to be really exciting.
I was burning so many calories.
Get that objective done.
That was the thing. I was just burning so much.
And carrying them out is going to be huge because that icon does disappear.
My shirt is drenched in the first 5 minutes of working. That's how
put them in the game, knowing that somebody's going to have to run this prisoner back and extract them, and having that defense to be set up later on. And
we were like the last week we were doing overnights, so like I wasn't getting off until like 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and so my whole schedule and shit's just still fucked up from that.
They weren't able to, right? We're like, hey, do this heroic thing, and rounds just kept ending in elimination because it was so hard. And that's why we added the radar suit that you get when you get the prisoner, and that's why we took the icon away when you pick the prisoner up. Because we were going through, and we used to have...
Something going on that I missed?
This one gives us insane mobility. Let me try this out.
I think it was just the end of the match or something.
This bad boy out.
You're just looking. Wait, what's going on with Z-Laner? Did they find him? Did they catch him cheating?
You gotta click start. Oh yeah, you did. Let's go. Let's go.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
I'm in here with Cloaksy.
You guys
I'm in here with Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain.
The fact that you have to think about like everything within this sandbox. Like from if you're trying to make a new mode, like how is some new movement?
You want to watch some more Z?
Anything going to affect Warzone? How's it going to affect Ground War Invasion? Like,
I don't want to hear it though.
I think every game you have that moment at the end of the previous one. You're like, okay, how do we squeeze more blood from this stone?
Yeah, right, right.
And it's like. But then you start iterating and trying different things.
Boom, first blood.
All of a sudden,
seen lots of first blood
like,
from Z.
We have to cut stuff. We have too much.
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
that
Jeff,
recoil
this is a
though.
Pretty hard question, but
maybe he just uses hacks to control his recoil. That's it. Doesn't use wall hacks. Doesn't use an aimbot. Just fucking recoil control.
They always talk about that nostalgic feeling that they get when they get on the game.
I can see that one.
What is it about
I can see that more than anything else.
This time around, this title in particular, do you think that is going to bring generations back, years to come, and say, look, Modern Warfare 2, was my game, and this is why I want to play it year in, year out?
There you go. That's some true Z-Laner form right there. Let's go,
from
baby!
Working on past games and people speaking so highly of these different things, and it's kind of where you're at in your world and your friends and things like that. And so for us, we can't really control that, but we try to lay out kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better term, like you're kind of laying out a nice meal and you're hoping that everyone enjoys it. And from all the systemic play with all
he knows how to move around the
and
map.
All these different interactive systems.
Damn.
We're just hoping that fans find new and crazy ways to play the game. I don't know. What about you?
You just want it to be fun.
Damn!
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got a jet.
You gotta probably tune some of it out. Like some stuff, that's tough.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to become nostalgic, right? You don't know. And I think one of our strengths is that I run into people all the time, and they're like, I'm an S&D player. Yeah. I'm a Warzone player. I'm a Plunder player. Like, you know, like I love
You're
TDM,
pushing pretty
that's
far
I just
up.
play that. And so it's interesting that we're fortunate to be able to make all these different offerings so that people can come into our game and they're like, I love big war vehicular muscular combat.
He's
I'm
on a
going to
10
ground
kill
war,
streak.
right?
Chopper gunner,
And so
baby.
I think that's an advantage that we have, that people can find their place, the thing they love. bring
Okay,
their
that guy
friends
was just
in,
standing
and then
still.
years to come, they're like, I
Call of
remember
Duty.
that was
Jeez.
awesome.
Yeah, a bunch
All
of
right.
different experiences for
There you
sure.
go.
And I gotta say,
Triple
the fact that we
kill.
haven't even really scratched the surface yet. You know, we're here at the reveal. We're seeing it for the first time. There's so many questions that we have as well. I want to know what some of the challenges have been for you guys to develop this game.
You know what's
to
interesting
really
is
get
that
it to the point
reticle,
that it is now, where
the
you're
dot in the
comfortable to
middle
show it to the world
stays.
and reveal it. You know, what
If you
some of
watch
the
the dot
hardships been
right
along
there,
the way
it
in this ride?
stays even in sprint.
You know, I think the
I
big
don't know
kind
if
of elephant in
that's
the
a
room is just,
change, right?
you
That's
know,
never
a lot
been
of
that
this
way.
was made from people's homes, you know. You're looking at people's art and work that, you know, people in their home spaces is their living room.
Wild.
They're,
It's wild.
I work out of a
Yeah.
shed in my backyard. There's people in their mom's basement.
I bet it's a
Oh my
Jesus, this
God,
audio
bro.
is so loud.
I'm moving different right now, bro.
I'm moving different right now, bro. Another triple kill. All
Well,
right.
the second highest kills on my team is 9. We got 23. I mean, we're moving different out here. We're really setting it up. And we gotta flex it too. On day one of the release, we gotta flex it. Okay, the next hard point.
He's talking that bull spit now.
Let's give this chopper gunner some use, huh? I kind of just want to frag out with my gun for a little bit, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't. God dang, that sounds pretty sick. Oh, that gun takes forever to reload, but you got 50 rounds.
Covering your 6.
Oh my
God, bro. Oh, we choked that heavily.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it, Z. Get the last 10 kills.
What was that, 16 in a row?
It's pretty good. Damn. Can you fly the gunner anywhere else? Boom! Boom! Let's go, Z! I love this shit. Low fuel. Shooter! Yes. Triple, baby. Boom! Yeah, go, baby, go. Right in a video, I'm caging like a staging away. Hey, you getting a little fruity. No chance. Now there's 2 of them up there too. Is anything new happening? Oh, they're showing some mobile. This guy on mobile, man. Alright, Z, you lost me. You were doing so good. God, mobile looks so bad.
Hamdi Ben said.
Alright. Surprise! That was nice. I like seeing Z do things. It makes me feel a little better about the whole. Cause I was really starting to think about it more and more, and just be like, dude, all these motherfuckers are hacking. Every one of them. And fucking plebs like me try to play these games and not hack, just get shit on. A rat on the radio, I'm caging it like a raging in a stay.
More about COD Mobile. We've got Beef Mummy and Matt Lewis over there. Let's take it over to them and see what they have in store.
What in the hell is store?
All right. Thank you so much,
There's my
Lottie, and
girl.
welcome back to the Command Center presented by Xfinity Rewards. And it's time to finally drop into some epic Warzone mobile gameplay. And joining me here,
of course, they're going to show
than Matt
fucking
Lewis.
Warzone
I've been so
last,
excited to bring you into this stage.
God.
He is the Vice
just
President of
wanna watch
Product
Warzone
Management
now.
for mobile.
I have to go
Thank
to
you so
work.
much. I am super excited to be here today. We just have some awesome gameplay. We have some cool new surprises
like
for
this
you.
guy either.
So I'm just really looking forward to sharing this moment with you and with just the entire Call of Duty community.
I'm so excited. I'm just ready to get into action. And obviously things are just heating up over here. And it really is impressive what
getting
you've been
hot in
able to
here.
pull off here. And watching someone play, it looks great. It feels great. It's as if it's running off a console, to be honest.
It's true.
How did you guys make this from the ground up?
Yeah, it's a great question.
Let me
so
tell
one of
you.
our game pillars was what we call relentlessly Warzone. I like to think
This
of
guy
it this
didn't
way.
design,
There are a
develop
set
a
of emotions
goddamn
and an overall
thing.
gameplay quality, something that's felt
Just a
when you
talking
play
head.
Warzone. And for us, you know, that's something, it's a product of these proprietary combat and movement systems, the Verdansk map, tons of vehicles, and some unique Warzone mechanics.
You gotta
things
put
like the
those cameras
gulag and in-game
together.
loadout drop.
That shit in between is so
So you put all
distracting.
these together in a pot, mix them around, put some
The space
magic
in
powder in there,
between.
and boom, Warzone. So games, they can try to match this recipe and they can spend a decade, you know, iterating and testing and trying this and that, but they're just not able to quite get there.
Dude, look at all the
So for
buttons and
us,
shit. It's
being
not
on
even
the
showing
same
the full
technology,
screen.
It means we don't have to tinker
See
nearly
those
as
buttons?
much.
Oh, it's not even
It's
showing
just
the
an
full
incredible
fucking
advantage
screen.
for us.
So how was the team able to do it and just really pull off everything that you've had here so far?
With tons of coffee.
No wonder why we don't have any more coffee here backstage.
Exactly. That's the truth. All the coffee in the world is how we were able to do it. No, you know, one of the things that I
Yeah,
just
he
love
would
about
say
this
that 'cause he
project,
didn't do a goddamn thing.
It's a really great mix of talent and
God.
experience. And for us, that concoction
This was the guy
what
I
allowed us
wanted to
have
be.
this kind of great
I wanted
end
to be like a
product.
video game producer who
so
went
for
to
us,
all the
you know,
events and
there are
talked about
4
other
major
people's hard
studios
work.
who are working on the Warzone Mobile. Activision
Ooh.
Shanghai, Beanox, Digital Legends, and Solid State Studios. So our philosophy, it's been to mix together really amazing Call of Duty console and PC developers with some of the best mobile developers in the business. Because that's what we want, you know, an authentic, adrenaline-pumping
Al
Warzone,
dente.
but something that is ultimately in this made-for-mobile,
Say it like a
amazing,
radio,
super polished
I'm
mobile
grabbing
experience.
It's been so much fun watching all
This
of these
is
streamers
Call of Duty
today, and this
Warzone
game
Mobile.
looks like a really great time. What is the best way for our viewers at home to guarantee they will be the first to drop in and play Call of Duty Warzone Mobile?
It's a great question. It's a great question.
Scan the Sasquatch
So for
tag.
us, pre-registration is going to start today. We'll have a little bit more on that later. We're super excited. And if you're on Google Play, if you log on to the Google Play Store right now, you'll be able to start
get
to pre-register.
wrecked.
If you're on other platforms, please keep an eye out on all the social channels.
Damn, she's
We
pissed.
have the social channels live now, so follow, comment, all that kind of good stuff. And we're coming soon on the Apple App Store for pre-order. We have some incredible rewards. I'm going to talk about those maybe in a few
Incredible.
minutes, but maybe for now, kick it over, check out some gameplay.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to go and pre-register for myself. I'm just so excited. But that brings an end to our coverage of Call of Duty
Scan the
Warzone
code,
Mobile.
boys!
And honestly, it's been such an amazing, great time here. But obviously, before we do end all of these, we're going to try to see what kind of fun all these streamers are bringing up over here, because we are taking up on the screen right now. I mean, this ends with us just trying to introduce the game, but obviously every one of us,
This guy's cheating.
we
He's
want
trying
to
to
see
hide
the
his phone.
gameplay. We want to see everything that's happening here, and obviously I am with the best person to talk about everything that is happening
Damn, dude,
here
every
on
single
your
one of them have a
screen right now.
stream deck too. I want a stream
man.
deck.
So when I'm looking at this
Make my
gameplay
life
right
so
now,
much
for
easier.
me, one of the things I love about Warzone is that vehicle play. The vehicle play, the movement, and the combat systems all tied together. I'm a thumb player. I can't do the claw myself, so when I see other thumb players, in particular on the vehicles, it's a soft spot for me. I just feel great.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the players
Dude,
right
those
now,
Razer
even if you're not
thumbtack
on mobile,
pieces
you just
is
see this
so
map and you go
crazy.
like, you go back way back 2020, and you're just seeing this map Verdansk. it's just you're basically having a little bit of a throwback from when you used to play this map, and you get to play it here on mobile. And so I feel like it's just so exciting to finally see this map back into life. And really, we're just ready to play. I know, yes, we're in alpha right now, but I played the game yesterday. It feels amazing.
100%. I think you nailed it. I think the team is really, really, really happy with where we are. If we think of the development process, we typically think about 4 stages, and we're in the 2nd stage right now, where we're live to some amount of people in our alpha, and we're going to be entering a beta shortly. So for people who are interested in getting their hands on the game, the best way to do that, to pre-register now, follow all of the channels on social. There'll be some great updates there, and we just have loads of improvements, loads of surprises too. We just have some super cool stuff coming in.
What was that?
New features, maybe some new gameplay. Gunsmith is looking absolutely incredible. I think players who are familiar with it, they're just not going to believe what we have coming out with soon.
And as you can see over here, we definitely have streamers that you're very aware of already, just logging in, checking out Warzone Mobile. And it looks and feels amazing. As you can see on your top left screen. We were talking about this beforehand, right? One of the POIs that we really love to talk about is Boneyard, because for me, in my experience in Boneyard, it's great. It has so many chests. You definitely can get a lot of money, but the moment that you drop in, you already know there's a bounty on your head, most likely.
Me too. Boneyard for me is my favorite. I'm a player. I like to equip 2 things. I always like 2 primaries for myself. A shotgun is a must, and I like my shotgun and my sniper. People make fun of me for it, but that's what I love. Boneyard allows me to do both those things. I tend to like to hide out myself in some of those little airplane shells. Wait for unsuspecting people to come in, and you know, sometimes I'm lucky and sometimes I'm not. But that's me. Boneyard
and then you come across a good player who, if you're just sitting still, no matter if you have the fucking first shot, they're just gonna slide out of the way. You're gonna miss your shots. They're gonna shoot you in the face.
Points of interest that you like, in particular,
stop playing that way.
Former MP maps and previous Call of Duties. It's just one of the things that makes Warzone awesome. I know people were talking earlier, like, oh my God, Superstore, Superstore, Superstore.
Oh yeah, speaking of Superstore, I mean, I like dropping in there because I feel like I'm going on a shopping spree, grocery shopping, all the weapons that you need on the ground, they're over there. You know, but the thing is, it's in the center of everything. You're in the middle of everything. So if you want to go and just go away into safety, you're going to have such a hard time because you're worrying about people up top. Airport is right there. Boneyard is right there as well. So I feel like for me, like since we're seeing Boneyard right now, it's kind of like a safe little spot because it's right off to the side, but you still get really good loot as well.
Totally. Well said. And for me, one of the things I love about Verdansk as a player is there are these mix of different ranges. You have really close quarter, inside combat, things like Superstore. You have some long distance sniper areas. Some people I know like to go on top of dam and try to pick off some enemies. And then you have things that are great for AR, you know, that mix of ranges. So it really is kind of like, you know, choose your own adventure. How do you want to have that kind of gameplay?
Well, talking about the gameplay that we have right now, we definitely want to have a little bit of a look into the different streamers that we have, because obviously you can see here the duo. We got Hawks, we got Bobby Plays, and they're definitely really known in the scene, especially when it comes to mobile. And so it's really exciting to finally see these guys enjoy the game, because we've been talking about this for such a long time. And I really asked Bobby, are you going to be here in this event? I saw your invite. I wanted one as well, but obviously I sneaked into the COD Next event and was finally here, finally able to finally, you know, see the alpha. But hey, since we're here, taking a look at what's going to happen here on the right side of your screen.
What's going to happen?
You're taking a look at the map, and it's like, it's exactly what we saw in Warzone.
Totally, and it's getting to one of those end crunch periods. This is my favorite. The circle started to close.
Honestly, I really want to see.
It's definitely that time. You got to be a little
the circles changing, like that concept. I would need to see that. I want to see that in action so badly.
And now, speaking of being aggressive, it's like we were talking about it. It's really a matter of where you drop, because obviously the tier 5 loot zones, the tier 4 loot zones, you'll always have that risk, but obviously the reward is a little bit more high. I mean, especially if you're going to be dropping at the very ends of the map, at the very end sections of it, where, yes, you might not have better loot, but you might have a better time not really looking for those kills. But the best thing here is you need to find that middle ground in every BR game that you have. For here, cash is king. You need to buy out, go and find a way to buy your fallen teammates, so we've already talked about it before, or maybe even meet them in the gulag later on. I'm really hoping to see a gulag feature over here. I want to see it.
Me too. I'm looking at the mini map here. There were just quite a few red dots around. Something tells me we're going to see the Gulag pretty soon.
Damn.
And now we're talking about the weapons
don't
that they have
believe in
over here.
him.
Obviously, it's something that we've
Look at
seen
that guy
already.
just
The
showing
Fenix.
up through.
I feel like it's going to be a
That's
really
a
good gun. And
bug.
speaking of, there you go.
Can't do
Gets
that.
one. So that's a really good start for him. So hard up. We can see Bobby Blaze. I mean, it's just like Bobby Blaze has been such a tremendous name here in the mobile scene, and now he needs to get out because he's going to be in big trouble, especially going out here with no cover whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know. He's living dangerously. I don't know, Bobby. I'm worried for you, man.
Yeah, Bobby and Hawks, they need to find a way to, you know, just get some cover. There you go, finds one. Gets the kill. That's going to be really good for them so far. So, again, so far so good. And I'm really looking forward to kind of just talking to the guys later on after this gameplay, right? I feel like they have a lot to say.
Me too. Super curious to hear. Also curious to hear how this
What's your
interaction here
feedback?
ends. I want to go back to one thing you were saying earlier with the loadouts. One of the things for me that I just absolutely love about Warzone is being able to have this little in-game economy and the strategic choices that happen as a result. Sometimes I want to get my own loadout. Sometimes, no, I'm all about buying a new score streak, leveling up, helping my squad that way. There's a really nice element of strategic choice, and it's ones that we know players in Warzone 1.0 on
What's Z up
console
to,
and PC,
baby?
they just absolutely loved. And, you know, in mobile, there's really nothing quite like it. So just can't wait for players to get their hands on that.
Oh, most definitely, because I had my hands on it yesterday. I'm not very good at it, and that's why I'm being a
Got another
shoutcaster. I'm just kidding. But
Damn.
really just playing the game and playing Warzone
Dude,
in
they're
general,
allowing
it feels
Z to
as
cheat
if
at the
you're
event
playing the same thing
to
on
help
console
sell
and
that
PC.
he's just that good.
And so that's such a huge deal, especially since you're putting it in such a tiny device, tiny but powerful device, and to have the same thing here. Not only that, it has its unique aspects as well. I think we've already mentioned it before. Mobile, yes, even though you already have it, Warzone is here, it has its unique features.
Big time. And when we started making the game, we listed out all these options. We could make something that was totally not connected. It was its own mobile experience. No connective tissue.
Yeah, you
to
can definitely
Call of
run
Duty console or
faster.
PC.
There's no doubt
and
about
on the
that.
other end of the spectrum, we could
It's
do
like
an
a different.
exact
I think you have
port,
like a
something that
separate
felt
sprint.
exactly the same.
You got like sprint, then you got like
had,
sprint,
Same
sprint.
experience.
It's always been that way.
Same
though, hasn't
economy,
it?
same everything else.
Double click
What
it.
we decided in the end was, you know, there are
Let's
different
go, Z.
principles that we want
31
to achieve. We want to
kills.
make sure on the core game.
Latency.
So here,
Why
the
is his
moment-to-moment
latency
gameplay,
1?
It feels
And then
just as good as
66.
Call of Duty console because
They're definitely
really,
landing.
for us, that's the best shooter in the world. We want to make sure that we're rendering that properly on mobile. We just think there's nothing better. At the same time, for mobile players, there's certain customizations that are really important. Sometimes on the event side,
That's Z going
what
off.
we call internally the live ops side, but also just on the controls. So we want to make sure we're taking those best of both worlds and adding them together into an experience that just feels like nothing else on mobile. We think we're on the right track.
Yeah, speaking on the right track.
What?
Look at YouTube getting these
okay.
kills already.
He's talking to
It's the first
everybody.
time seeing him right now. So, again, where he's at, it's going to be a prime spot because it's not going to be too crowded, as you can see here, but you can also get really good loot. So that is definitely one thing that you want to have. And now for him exploiting all of these, I can see the movement.
Dude, Z's doing
is
something
very
with
much
his
like
hacks
Warzone.
right
I feel like
now.
for me, that was one of the bigger questions. It's like, what's the movement going to be
back
like?
up, chat.
And you can see here,
I'm
it's
gonna play
good.
a little bit of
He's
third
done.
person.
He's already kind of felt the game pretty right.
Done.
The fact that he can get
Look
a
at the
lot
50.
of these kills.
BBS
And so, how
every
is it
hacker
like
hunter out
trying
there
to
won't
transform
showcase any
into
of this
the
game.
movement coming in
They'll
from
never
Warzone,
showcase the
going in here
gameplay
to
where we're
Warzone
popping
Mobile?
off. They'll only showcase
That's a
out
great
of
point. We
multiple
thought
years
movement,
of gameplay.
That's one of
footage.
those things.
The
Movement,
one
and really
time
the
that I
whole
have a shitty
combat
choice.
experience. It's something that we just felt like we don't want to
And
mess
playing
with
with
it too
players that
much.
I've never played
It's
with
so
before.
special.
And
It's
players
what
that
makes
never
Call
played
of
the
Duty
game.
Call of Duty. So for us, it's about rendering that in
Damn,
the right
Z
kind of way.
just said
And again,
it.
not totally there, but man, we're pretty happy with.
Sounds good. Yeah, playing with teammates that never play the game, and I've never played with before, against players that play all the time and have like insanely sweaty squads. It's just a joke, man. It is a joke. Chris Barnett thinking the Twitter first time starter set.
I would say that if I was hacking. That's what I would say too. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Everyone there is in on it. That's the conspiracy. All those techs walking around.
Nice little gameplay.
Get off me! Oh! Ah!
God.
Someone's yelling. Damn, I thought that culture was dead.
respect it. Let me know if the mic volume's a little bit better now, chat.
The delay is...
I made it a bunch higher.
You need to delay your video a little bit, Z.
Oh, wait, you guys aren't seeing the game right now.
Whoa, dude. Hacks.
One sec, chat. I'm going to try to get the game back up here for you guys to see. And like I said, we're going to be playing Warzone very soon.
It should not be that
hard. So make sure you stick around.
What is he doing?
I'll turn the game volume down a little bit too if it's a little loud, guys.
It is a little loud. Or it's not. You need to turn it up. This is literally the opposite of what I just said.
It's fine when you're close to the mic. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Gotta be real close, man.
I think on the main PC I need to... Y'all lucky I was fixing my mic. We in there now. Yeah.
The smack talk. Okay, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, this should be picking up the beta now. There we go.
Oh, he looks happy.
Symphony's Pidgeotto ass. You know what I mean?
Pidgeotto ass.
I want to take him out because he's known as the cheater, the Warzone kid, and he's my good friend of mine. So I feel like it'd be legendary if I was able to just smoke him in the new Modern Warfare 2 Warzone.
Well, there we go. There we go. We're going to be watching. We're going to see if you get it. All right. Appreciate you guys listening. Back to you, Lottie.
Damn, I'm sad I missed that interaction. It seemed like I could have got some laughs from that.
Yeah, that was great. That was so fun.
Ah, they still ain't changed the audio. Dude, come on. I did better at this shit when I was in fucking college than you guys are, and you have the most money in the world.
Inside, how hyped up he is, like,
oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is. I feel the exact
this
same way.
Person
Everybody's in one room here for
honestly,
one reason.
that little trick she just did right there, that looked pretty cool.
You can hear it, like the passion in here. Everybody's loving it, all the new game modes.
I wonder if you can swap shoulders while you're in third person as well. Like, she's on the left shoulder. I wonder if you can swap him over.
Yesterday, just being able to play, seeing your
Surely
own back
to God
as well
you
has
can.
been a while, of course. I gotta say,
It's definitely a bit more second
good.
person.
When you got used to it as well, Ali, like,
I know that's not an official way of calling it, but
I was having an
more over the
incredible time
shoulder
yesterday.
instead
I
of
was
third
on
person.
other streamers' setup, so I made sure to change my clan tag to CXT, so everybody knew who was absolutely world starring them on the map. But I will say, the energy in here compared to like a competitive event is just, it's intense in a totally different way. It's intense in the fact that everybody is just so excited and everybody is just having
there's
pure
a lot of
fun and
ego
bliss
there.
loading into a new game,
Everyone's been
figuring things
cooped
out.
up.
Like, the
this is the
energy
first
is
major event where all these streamers get to come together.
Yeah, what I
oh
like
my
about this play
goodness.
is in 3P, it's 3P, you use the corners, get that advantage. But when you
Somebody
aim
better
in,
be
I
getting
was
laid
worried about
really natural. It looks really natural.
Yeah, I was worried about how seamless it would be from like going from 3P to aiming in, but it's perfect. Your centering feels on point. If that's how you play the game, you try to keep your red dot in the middle.
Honestly, the more I watch this third person stuff,
really nice,
the more I'm into it.
The only time I'd really mess with
really
it
reminiscent of
was the COD Mobile
the Tom
VR, like the first
Clancy
iteration of it, like that kind of that 3D to
Advanced
first
Warfare?
person. That was the first time I really had messed with it much. And
Advanced Warfare 2? I feel like it reminds me of that if I'm thinking of the right game.
Create a game out here.
Yeah, and you can also kind of
looks really seamless, like you said.
You can also kind of see how your character moves. Remember what we were talking about earlier, Ali, where it was like the character, the movement, like it feels different. It's reimagined. Like when you're jiggle peeking, you can see the hips, the head move, everything.
Yeah.
You can really see that in the 3P. That's what when I had that realization, I was playing that earlier. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to play these angles a bit differently.
It has like that
if
same
you're a little bit
thing.
more of a tactical player,
like once you zoom in, you go into the
gun. What you
gun.
want to play.
And I don't know if this goes for everybody, but this is the first time I played a third person like this, where you actually went into your sights still, like that you weren't still in third person when you went to ADS. So that was very interesting to transition for me, and I was curious at how it would work with a controller, because I use a controller personally. I feel like mouse and keyboard players are a little bit more accustomed to stuff
Your
like
settings
that.
are
So
fucked
I was
up.
wondering how that would translate, but like Ant was saying, like it just felt natural, like it felt normal, and it was actually really, really fun to play because your FOV, like you see everything, and like you play and you peek corners like totally different than in your first person mode.
Well, the one thing I really like is like one thing I'll struggle with sometimes. Like you get this really cool operator or something, right? Like a battle pass comes out, like this really dope operator, and you don't really get to see him that much. Right? It's more about like your gun when you're in the first person.
Yeah.
But with this, like if you get something dope or some of the different emotes you can do, like
Your skin.
You are showing off.
You get to see what you look like. I think, going back to quickly your point there, Ali, about getting used to kind of the zoom in, then into the ADS as well. It does take a second to get used to, for sure. How would you handle that, though? Because I think, traditional Call of Duty games, straight up, first person, you can snap really quickly, right? Your ADS, you can put perks on to make sure that ADS is as fast as possible. This takes a little bit of time. So are you pre-aiming when you're going around? Like, what are you doing to try and kind of combat that?
Well, I'll tell you right off the bat, when we first loaded into it yesterday and got a little bit of taste, I thought it was a bug.
So
like, I thought you weren't supposed to be able to ADS.
But I was like, oh my gosh, no way.
Like, they're going to be playing tomorrow and this is going to be happening. But that, it was meant to happen. It was such a smooth mechanic. And talking about getting used to it, I was pre-aiming quite a bit, but as you got used to it, the hip fire on a lot of these weapons is actually incredibly accurate. So if anything, you're going to find yourself hip firing a lot more than ADSing when you're playing this game mode. Again, leaning towards the mouse and keyboard players who are more used to not actually.
I think your centering is just your centering.
Your centering is incredible.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've played tournaments 3P on Call of Duty. We had it back in the day. Like I've grinded 3P Call of Duty. It's actually a lot of fun. We used to have search and destroy tournaments all the time. I think these guys are having a lot of fun with it. I mean, you can see like it's a completely different play style.
Where did you come from? Hitch is surprised.
Yeah, he's not happy with that for sure. But it's absolutely incredible. Another thing, you get a different kind of FOV feel for the map as well. You see things in a different kind of scope and bigger picture here. I'm kind of curious to see what things look like in terms of like hanging from ledges from third person and how that kind of works as well.
Like, they
I know I haven't
so
seen
much
anyone
work
doing
into
the
game. Like
hanging.
IW, I see you. You want us to see everything.
Maybe some Warzone or something. I want to see some of that too.
With your operator, like I want to see that swag.
Well, I miss like it was a simple thing, but back in Blackout, like the first iteration of the VR, you had like these emotes that you could do, like a hula hoop or something that would go out to third person, and I kind of miss that going forward because I like to see if I get this really cool operator, I want to see it more. But like to your point, seeing the character animations and stuff, like they just look godlike. Like it does look so good.
It looks so good.
And not to mention the sneak peeks that we've got from like the vault and from what operators are going to be coming off of beta. Like they look incredible. Like they look so freaking good. So to that point, I am very excited to see once the game releases the type of operators we're going to get heading forward.
I need Vacation Maven. That's what I called it. It's like a Hawaiian shirt with a bald guy with like a little bit of suntan lotion on his nose, and I just always called it Vacation Maven. I'm going to need that back.
I'm not going to lie, I might have to whip out my PlayStation again because that Oni skin, like you were speaking about, imagine how damn fine that would look in third person.
Yeah.
Like insane. That skin was
doing the walk and everything.
Oh my god!
In both hands. Like I want to reenact that live in game.
It'd be absolutely incredible. I mean, this is already looking so much fun. I remember playing this yesterday. I got in a lobby with Aiden, and yeah, that was really rough. I was actually playing on Cloaksy's station, and I've definitely given him a bad name. I've got to say.
You said that you thought Aiden had a personal vendetta.
I did. I mean, this guy, he really doesn't like me. He really doesn't. But
I'm glad they're all getting to get together.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably like,
stream. Where is the event?
But pretty exceptional stuff, and we can see a lot of the ADS
COD
Look at Kami's face right now. Like he just got this. He had this little little smirk and smile on his face. Like you can just tell people are having fun, and that's what this is all about. It's been awesome.
Oh, Tommy was having fun. He was sitting there capturing C, just like jumping up and down with this camera sort of angled down so you can see over the wall. Like he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I played this before. He's having fun, man. Absolutely frying.
It wouldn't be a Nick Cam if his face wasn't in it.
Yeah, like what I walked through all these setups. I saw the cameras were in the right spot. How is it still only half his face? Like he moved it.
He had to have.
That's the classic Nick Merckx. It's the forehead. It's the eyebrows and the forehead going strong always. You probably talked about this a little bit, but just while it's on the screens, I've got to say, the settings
live event
of this
location
game
maybe
so good, and in terms of third person as well, being able to see it all encapsulated, as well as your, of course, skin and your operator that you're looking at.
All right.
Stunning. And so is the gameplay here from Nick Merckx.
Yeah, it really is.
That was sweet.
The color I'm loving, but he's got the gunning on point right now. Nick Merckx, absolutely forehead cam and all, just frying.
I can't find
and
it.
He already did that
up the lobby.
He was pushing up and he was turning left, but he had his camera angled behind him. Yeah, saw that, jump backwards, and absolutely.
Fuck me, I guess.
So you know Nick, I mean, he's got a history of third person. So this.
How are you guys feeling about the angle? Seeing Nick do it a little bit here and just kind of shimmying and making sure he can see what is behind the corner. How are you feeling about that for third person?
I mean, he's a cut above the rest when it comes to this. Like he's super used to it. He's won championships on 3P, so he's having a blast. I mean, he's played a lot of Call of Duty as well, so it's like the best.
Dude, he is torching this lobby right
he's
now.
bullying them.
But no, I think there is definitely there's a learning curve to it if you haven't really played it. And yeah, he has a lot of experience with this type of camera, this type of gunplay, and I think you're seeing
Get
that
shot in the
absolutely
back,
right now.
dude.
This
Yeah.
youth movement with the crouch.
How'd
to
you
the
not
block.
see that?
He's a little disappointed. I think it's a nade that takes him out, but he was tearing the lobby apart.
Yeah, it makes it look way too easy, I'm not gonna lie. He makes me feel like
He looks a lot more natural than some of them, right?
Yeah, he does.
Even some of the POVs we went to, I think you could tell they've been playing a little bit.
Oh,
but his looks a
Jesus
bit different,
Christ.
without question.
Oof. It's gonna be a rough one. He's not happy. He's not happy about that. Absolutely insane stuff, though. It looks absolutely
It's cool they're all
incredible
kind of
as
like
well.
doing the same mode at the same time.
Yeah, he's frying.
You know,
Absolutely frying. That's your
not
teammate.
just a big old
That's your teammate.
next match
That's
of
what I always
Hawk
struggle with when
Schwalla.
I'm playing something for the first time. Allie, I'm
Yeah,
wondering if
no,
you're this way.
I
Like,
did that yesterday.
I'm
I was
like
shooting at teammates.
I'm shooting at teammates, locking on teammates all the time. When it's like new maps, like new game. I don't know. I always.
You guys just need to dial it in. Then.
What do you mean? Listen, especially if you're
God,
on
they're
comms,
not
you
gonna
even,
show
like, you
Warzone.
don't know
I gotta
the
go
routes
work.
on the map yet. Like,
There you
run
go.
into something, you don't see that name
There's
by
no
the head.
excuse for Allie. Clint's like.
Allie, I'm pretty confident if
I
you
legit
put the
gotta
time
go.
in,
Yeah,
I
what's
figured
up?
You would have
Jesus
had a
that
better
by this
professional
point they would have
career
shown
than
it,
that.
right?
I don't even think I'd have to put the time in, honestly.
Listen, bro, I can't let this stand. You guys.
I used to always mess with
Nick
Ants.
Merck's up on top, 18 and 9.
I got time, Clint.
Like, Ant's in trouble. We're going to take a look at a replay now. Nick was absolutely popping off in 3P. We know he's got the experience with it. Let's check out the Elgato replay.
Yeah, this
Elgato
guy
replay.
obviously has been here before, but of course on a new game here, Modern Warfare 2. Looking amazing. I'm pretty sure this part he does snap off. I thought that might have been the part where he died. I was going to say surely not. But just really, really seamless gameplay from Nick Merckx. And it's something to expect from him for the future. The fact that he's getting it down already, brand new game, brand new maps. I mean, it's pretty clean, isn't it, Nameless?
Yeah, he was frying, and he wasn't even using right-hand advantage there. Like, literally using the left side of the screen. So
That's part I always struggle with is that toggle between shoulders. Like, I mean, it's very natural when you play more, but like at first, I'm not very. I just end up like looking at over one shoulder, basically.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, it's because
I
you
always look
fucking
at the right
suck.
side. It's so tough. Left side, I always get gunned. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my
Oh,
gosh.
I'd say he got a couple
He
hit
was
fire
getting a
bullets.
little rogue.
Got Almond here.
Was that a
Got
shotgun
Beef
that killed him?
player. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Looked like a shotgun.
The shotgun looked disgusting. I was watching Tim use it earlier.
I'm sorry.
No way y'all used a shotgun.
I
That's
figured
crazy.
we could have seen the whole
To
event
be honest.
at this point.
I probably need one for sure. What do you guys think of the perks as well? Obviously, the perk packs we talked about.
It's pretty cool.
That
pretty
with
cool.
the devs earlier
I
on
gotta
the
go,
desk,
though.
and we saw that pop up a few times.
I gotta
on
go.
the screen,
I gotta go to
but-
work. Wish me luck. Thanks for everyone that came by and hung out. I will be streaming tomorrow. Bar nothing crazy comes up, and we're gonna get back to some Immortals. Phoenix Rising. You see that fucking Phoenix right here? You see that? That's me, baby. I'm Fox the Phoenix. I want to save Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets. Okay, I'm out. Goodbye. See you.